Welcome to the Death Needs Dialogue Entertainment Network. My name is Heidi. I play Geillis Cranitil. Geillis is a druid elf in search of her stolen daughter, who was taken by goblins that killed her husband. Leaving behind the ashes of her once beloved village and her sister Rose, she is now scouring the lands searching for her child. Stay tuned for the Depths of Fel'Than, Episode 6, Geillis.
You guys met?
No.
Oh, Heidi, Greg, Heidi. Official introduction. There you go. I did it.
Yep, thank you.
I didn't forget.
Terrible at
I was like, I am too. You know what? I hate introducing myself, and I hate it when people introduce me. I like to just like roll into a room, pretend like I've been here the whole time.
Like when I opened the door and
I hate it. I hate it. So I find it so awkward. So I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably. It's like, wait, have you guys actually met? No. Someday we'll get the whole band together. You'll get to meet everybody. It'll be a good time.
Hoping 2 weeks from now we'll have another episode. And George will be here, and Zach should be here.
What date is that?
I don't know.
I'm going to the expo in October.
Okay.
Well, we'll be that. Hopefully not.
No, it'd be
20th?
no 24th, 25th, 26th weekend.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Good.
I relieved you.
No, it works perfect because these are my weekends off, so it rotates.
Excellent.
Heidi brought baked goods.
Yeah, I've just been.
They are pumpkin cheese.
Patiently waiting for Greg to show up so you didn't eat them all before he got here. give him a fair
Those
shot.
are polite things to do.
They went a little like lumpy on top, but
I wouldn't have known the difference.
Yeah, you shouldn't say anything.
they were
just
supposed to be
food.
like nicely swirled, but
I don't think it's going to affect you.
And also, we're not really going to look at them, we're just going to put them in their faces. That's kind of how we do things. Complete with picnic basket.
oh yes. We should have put the basket for the photo.
That's true.
Missed
Oh, well.
opportunity.
It's not too late.
Next time.
No, it's too late.
I haven't tried them yet, so we'll try.
Yeah, but
Everything you dreamed it would be, Kale?
It's fall. We had to have the fall baked goods. No, we can pumpkin what?
Pumpkin, yeah, pumpkin spice and
Pumpkin
everything.
spice.
I suggest consuming one of these.
Oh, I will. I promise you. Heidi's baked goods, sir. Tippy top. And she grows a mean cherry tomato.
I went shopping online for dice.
Oh.
That's risky business. I know.
Searching for dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad news.
Yeah, I'll get in
They're so
trouble.
pretty.
Because then you're like, for $5 more, I can get this one. For $5 more, I can get this one.
For $200, I can buy
And then
this
you're like,
one.
I spent $800 fucking dollars on dice. I didn't do
On
that.
a guide.
I went 4 sets for $20. Okay.
Well,
Those are cute. I'm going for
it.
it. I mean, realistically, as long as you have one of each, you're okay.
These are $47. They're pretty.
It's your money.
I'm not gonna buy $47 dice.
I bought.
No comment.
I spent $50 on dog leash yesterday, so I can't say anything.
It was a big sale. But
Where?
like $80.
Yeah.
I'd spent twice on these beautiful things. These magical dice that always roll
Those are very pretty.
semi-well.
Are they actually stone?
Yeah, actually.
They look like, yeah, I was gonna say they look like quartz.
He's
I have a weird rock obsession.
He's got hematite?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
You know what mine are? Neither do I. Resin?
They're resin. Yeah.
Probably.
So
We'll get through.
Usually after 2 weeks, I've completely forgotten how to play.
I'm just like staring at my numbers again. I'm like,
oh, never
no.
mind. Speaking of numbers, we're gonna get you to re-roll your stats because your random character generator generated you just the standard array.
Okay.
We're gonna get you to roll your stats.
Okay, so that's these ones along the side, right?
Yep.
D6s, right?
Yeah. Through 46.
4 of those.
Drop the lowest.
Would you like to use that scrap paper?
Paper?
Yeah, right. You have to do it a bunch of times. So you
So I
drop
take the lowest?
Drop the lowest one and add up
So
one.
$3.
and add them together.
Okay, and say it out so they
Okay,
can hear
it's
you.
12.
So we can laugh at you when you get really low numbers.
10. Are these low numbers? I don't know.
10's average for everything, so.
Okay. 8. We're going downhill. How many times did you?
Well, now's the chance where you roll high.
Yeah, then you roll
No. Well, 11. Did you say 4 times I do that?
6.
6, okay.
Technically 7, but
7 times. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's
8.
great.
14.
almost perfect stat array right
Yeah, it sounded like that. Big one, come on.
10.
Lit.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Well, there you go. That's why it's
now. We're
standard
rolling.
rate.
Do it one more time.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
if
one
you
more?
get-
Just for
perfect.
fun?
Good. This is
Because then you drop the lowest of the
Yeah.
7
Oh, okay.
roll.
So if you do better than 8, you replace the 8.
7, 8, 12. That's great.
Yeah, there you go. That's not bad. Okay.
Okay.
Better than an 8. Okay, so you, without saying,
Who I am? Yep.
yeah, exactly. We're going to replace some stats here.
I'm excited.
I
Are
don't
you
know.
excited, Greg? I'm excited.
Oh, no, I'm out of this.
Donnie won't care. She'll adopt you.
Oh,
That's what she does.
she needs adopting.
And or she'll tell you what frying Panthers will do.
Yeah.
Depends how you introduce yourself.
Right.
If you want me to punch Greg, I might kill you.
It depends what he does. He
Doesn't matter.
initiates.
Doesn't matter. I adopted him first. I mean, I'm ruining Zach's life 100%, and I love him.
It's glorious.
So
I
it's pretty amazing.
love how this gets getting pushed out of every job, everywhere.
It's pretty amazing.
No, what I like is the break the vegetarianism.
Yeah, that's
Murder.
pretty. And then making
Seven meat.
I made food so good that he couldn't say no.
Oh.
And then
Okay.
Drop someone.
he killed someone trying to save them after I burnt them with hot tea.
So you put your 14 here.
It's pretty great.
Last we were, Erlon had spent some time with the local music repairman at, can't remember the name of his name there. Just, pull it over my ears, but I cannot. Yarly Weathernose, that's what it is. Right at the end. Erlon spoke with Yarly Weathernose and got some insight on his instrument his grandfather has given to him. Ravim has spent an evening in a rather expensive and posh establishment
Above
on
my
the
weight class.
on the platinum of Dermot.
I earned that. I exploded half the city for it.
It's true. That is true.
Speaking of Ravim, you open the door to the bright light of the outside in this mountainous city of Dellen's Pass. So the bright sunshine and the cold brisk wind that comes off the mountain greets you as you depart this establishment.
Well, I guess I better go back to work.
It's not too far away, only about a block and a half up. On the left-hand side, you find the wagon yard. It's hard to miss with all the out-of-place humans amongst the mostly dwarven populace that is here. And you notice it's a lot busier now. It's daytime, and there's much more activity going around.
Can I smell if there's cooking going on?
Well, speaking of that, as you roll your perception, please.
21.
21. As you begin to smell, Nonny, where are you right now?
Are you touching my saffron again?
No.
At last, you were at the wagon.
I believe I'm probably sleeping. I assume it's morning, yes. Because he's gone and done his thing over there. I assume just waking, although, grandmas wake up pretty early. So probably just waking, just getting started.
Okay.
With the frying pan and the fire and some sort of delicious food that I don't know what yet. Hash. We're gonna make some hash just because.
So with your perception of 21, you can't smell anything, but you can hear the smite.
As Nonny kills everyone.
There are no homeless people left in any town. They are fed, but dead. You hear the slight tinging of pans in the direction of the wagon yard. You see a few of the men kind of rousing, peeking in the wagon as they kind of walk by, trying not to be seen, as Nonny doesn't like to be eyeballed when she cooks.
Yeah. They're like witnesses.
You don't stay the best chef around by letting everybody know how you do it.
That's right.
The secret is love, dear. The secret is love.
Is that what you call heroin now?
Yeah, I can't tell you what it actually is.
I'll give
It's
you
my
a roll.
saffron, isn't it?
That's for me to know.
Me to find out when I go to sell them.
No,
Two
you'll
pounds
never
left.
know. I'll never tell you. I have a dragon in my pocket. Remember that?
I'll get you to roll performance on the hash.
No, that's not ideal. Yeah, that's a solid 11.
11. Okay. Well, you didn't use the saffron this time. I find it better to save rather than splurge. And you have made a relatively decent morning hash. As you're approaching Ravim, you don't quite smell it. You can hear it cooking and you can hear it sizzling, but it's not quite what you were expecting.
Bit bland. Breakfast.
The elf must be cooking.
Sorry.
It'd be sad to hear that.
Hey, he's the mediocre one.
He prides himself on trying, okay?
But there is a lineup of people, of all the guards, and you see Dermot is there.
I'm gonna line up for breakfast.
If you guys get your food, you guys are fed. It's not the most outstanding meal, but it certainly fills your belly. You feel full.
She must not be awake. Still have to sleep.
Didn't sleep.
Oh,
Sleep cooking.
Yes, that's it. Having an off day today.
it just doesn't have the spices that it normally does. You see, this is a very economical meal.
She hasn't murdered anyone today, so she's not
That's it.
fully there.
It's the bloodlust
Yeah,
makes everything taste.
Her cooking is directly linked to how much blood she spilled that previous day.
That's it. That's
That's the
exactly.
secret ingredient.
Secret ingredient is the souls of her enemies.
Yeah, that's right. Homicidal tendencies.
So you guys eat. People are fed. There's you would notice that there's no rousing about the food this time, but they get to work and everybody begins to move. The wagon gets loaded with a little bit more equipment. The horses get hooked up, and you guys begin to leave. You guys can see Erlon piles inside the wagon. Tanith rubs his eyes, kind of looks down at his bowl, licks his dragonborn.
Chops.
I went up for this. Where's the meat?
Looks kind of looks at if there's any more, and since there's not, he grumbles and figures he's had worse days on the wall. You know, defending the depths of Keldrin from all sorts of different things. And you guys back up, and the wagon begins to lurch out of town. As you guys are leaving, you are on a horse, Ravim, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Okay. Dermot is also out there on a horse, and on the front of the wagon is Tanith and Ornell. And you can hear on the inside of the wagon the playing of an instrument. It's not Erlon. It's somebody, one of the men playing an instrument, but they're playing an instrument as you guys begin to lead up the mountain. Now,
Is
Nonny,
he talented?
Yeah, I was over here dancing. Just kind of neat stuff.
but it has its charm. It has a rhythm from time to time.
That's lovely. Here.
It's folky, exactly. As you guys leave the city of Dellen's Cross.
I'm gonna dance anyway.
You're old. You
I'm
can't hear
warm,
well. It sounds good to you.
That's why it sounds great. The tinnitus really levels things out.
Most of the day's travel after this goes without problem. It's cold up there. The sun is bright. You guys can see for miles down one side of the mountain, and not so high up the rest. The mountain is built up in ridges, where it kind of has a walking path, and then the ridge climbs 30, 40 feet in the air, and then there's perhaps another pass up there. You're not quite sure. But this seems to be the most main road that you guys are taking up through the shears. The first night goes without problem. You guys put out watches. Nothing happens. You guys are still pretty close to town. You still notice that there are still patches and copses of trees and grassland where there are still farms, but they're pretty far out. These would be the farthest kind of farms that are out here, so it would be pretty hard living in this particular area. About halfway through the first day, the sun is just getting to the sky. You guys can see. I'll get your roll perception. It's hard not to see, but you guys might be
That is 18.
18.
I see a horse.
You see 8. Okay.
I see the horse in front of me.
I see the horse I'm on.
Yeah.
As Nonny, as you're in the wagon and you kind of look out, as you see Tanith kind of elbow or no, and he grunts and leans forward, and you kind of look over his shoulder, and you can see what appears to be a child, just for a second, but then it's not a child. Her clothes don't fit. A child wouldn't wear clothing like that. Ravim, you do see a child in the street, and they're kind of walking fast towards you, not running, but just walking, and they got their hands up. You can see that the hands are dirty. And Nonny, you can see that this woman's face, she's got dirt all over her face, and you can see streams of wetness coming down from her eyes. You can see her hair.
Nonny is out of that wagon.
You jump out of the wagon, easy enough.
Toddling towards the child.
Okay.
As fast as Nonny's
I just picture
three little 300-year-old legs can take her.
As you jump down out of the wagon, kind of woggle down, feet first, and
Slide
fall
on the wagon.
Tanith pulls the wagon to a stop as to not to injure the cook in any way, shape, or form.
Important.
And allows the horse to stop so you can go up ahead. She's about 30 feet away from you at this point.
Okay. I'm going. I'm just full tilt, straight towards.
What's your lucky?
Pulling the shawls off as I go, ready to bundle her all up and.
Okay, she seems to be well equipped with shawls, as you can tell as you're walking up. She seems to be older. She seems to be skilled with the crochet, as well with any.
She's my child.
How long
Is that
was
my
my
kid?
Roll perception. Now that you're close up on the lady.
That is 10.
10? 10 is enough to know that she's a halfling.
Oh, she's little. Yay.
How tall is Nonny again?
Like 4 feet, maybe.
4 feet. I think this
I
halfling
don't
might be.
recall.
You guys are looking eye to eye anyway.
4'1".
Yes, so you approach this woman.
Of course, and start flapping hands and just fussing with this random stranger who has no idea why she's here.
So you can, as you kind of
She's gonna beat me up, isn't she?
put your hands
Only if you insult her cooking.
on hers to take down to take her down a notch from her. She's pretty hysterical right now. She's crying at the moment. Her eyes are red, and she says, Have you seen my boy, Arthur? Arthur, he would have been just a little shorter than me. He came down 3 days ago with a wagon, or with the trolley for the market, but he hasn't been back, and I'm so worried. Boys and girls have been gone missing.
Children missing.
It's escalated.
It's come up a few times.
Children missing. Must find children.
Please tell me, have you seen him? I've been looking for a day now myself.
Oh, I haven't seen him. But we'll find him. Don't worry, we'll find him. We'll find him. Hugging her and whatever.
Oh, thank you.
Come with me, come with me.
Emma's watching over me today.
Starts ushering her towards the very large people at the wagon.
With your perception, as well as you walking over, you can see Dermot kind of on his horse standing beside the wagon and nudging Ornell, kind of whispering something in his ear, and Ornell smiles and kind of chuckles.
There's nothing funny about this. At all. There's a child missing.
So you approach Dermot.
Smack him on the side.
Whoever's close. I don't care whoever's closest.
So they're all there.
Oh, they're all there.
Janet, Ravim,
There is a
Ornell.
child missing, and we need to find him.
Dermot kind of looks over and says, "What do you mean, a child missing? We're in the middle of the country."
Can you not see that she's upset? Her child is missing.
Kind of puts the sun under his eyes. He has a problem with the sunlight all the time.
Vampire.
It's not alcoholic.
Maybe both.
So many sisters.
Right. What's going on?
Tell
And-
him.
She's trying to tell him, but she's fumbling the words, and she's still kind of hysterical. And there's 3 rather large, intimidating people standing over her right now, mounted on kind of about 6 or 7 feet in the air.
Let's see how that would be intimidating to someone who's not Nonny. Someone who cares. Okay, so Nonny's gonna try and calm her down and get her
Breathe in, breathe
yeah,
out.
you need to calm down and you need to tell them what happened, and these people are going to help you find your son.
So she
Don't mind
explains.
that woman.
Listen, if you want to get fed, I know at least one person in this party who will do anything to get fed. He might not be
That's
here
true.
right now, but he will do anything.
So she explains the situation. She says she has a son named Arthur who has gone missing. He was delivering a wagon load of goods to the local market.
40.
He's got
There's a child missing. It's like a
Child
45-year-old man.
He's older than everyone else in the party.
Right.
he was delivering. She says a bag of oranges a bag of oranges and a cask of wine, and he hasn't come back.
He's drunk somewhere. He's having a party in the woods. Just throw out a kegger.
And she also says that he would have been here. This is the way he walks. He's done it every week now, for more years than I can count.
And Nonny's just.
Sorry, yeah, trolley.
Trolley,
I misspoke
okay.
before, yeah. Little trolley.
Rickshaw.
Little halfling with
A
trolley.
little wagon, not a wagon.
Wagon.
Little red
Little
flag.
red wagon with his oranges in his mind. And Nonny doesn't say anything. She's just giving death stares to everyone involved here, with the exception of obviously this
Dermot.
grieving.
Dermot says,
Only because we haven't said yes.
Oh yeah.
Dermot looks and says, "Well, what do you want me to do about it? I'm on important business."
Find him.
Roll perception. Fuck, I did it again. Roll persuasion.
That's a shut the woman
One.
outside of the
That's a 14.
14?
Shove her up the side of my cloak.
door. Not my problem.
Hard no.
You can hear him breathe in and breathe out. He says, he looks at the sky. He says, I guess it's lunchtime anyway. He looks at the back and looks at Erlon and says, Erlon, you up for lunch today? And he says, aye, you have your time. Go see what you can do. He looks over at one of the guards. I'm going to call him Frank.
Love him.
He looks over at Frank and he says, Frank, you go with her. And Ravim, you two, keep an eye on the both of them.
I'll do what I can.
Let's go. Child?
And the woman, she says, yeah, I've been up and down the road so many times, but I haven't the eye to look for what I need to be looking for. So the wagon now is pulled over to the side. People seem to be breaking camp, and Erlon's got a sweaty brow already, not really knowing where everything is, as Nonny's been taking care of it for some time.
No rhyme or reason to her, anything that she does.
And she's quick for a halfling. She still only has the same amount of walking speed, technically, but she moves down past where you guys came from, further down. And Nonny, you kind of catch up with her. Would you like a drink?
No, I have to cut on the floor.
Alright.
So she's going. I'm following.
And she's kind of moving over to the left side of the road, looking at things, like kicking rocks over. And
So I'm
she'll,
gonna look and see if I can find any trace of this guy along the path.
alright, roll perception.
17. 18.
18. As you are looking around, it takes a few minutes. Ravim, are you doing anything?
I'd probably be looking for. Wait, she said it was a couple days that he's been gone.
And it said 3 days, yeah. But you know that it takes a day and a half to get there and a day and a half to get back, so.
Could be anywhere, but it was more. What has the weather been like in the last 3 days?
Let me think. I don't think it was raining. It was raining in the town beforehand. It's been clear in this one. It was a clear day. There has been no rain as of late.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
but-
search for what? Wagon tracks. 22.
22. Alright, as Nonny, you are.
He's at the height.
Yeah, he's up on the horse. so-
I can see past the 3 foot high rock.
I'm looking at the bushes going,
you
no
know.
oranges here. Don't worry, we'll find him.
So as you're both looking there, you see the woman kind of walking over there, looking at rocks and such, and she just doesn't know what she's doing. She just seems she's just trying to do something, trying to justify being out here, that she's doing something to try and find her son. But then you see it, Nonny. You see something. You see a footprint. And at the same time as you're looking down at the footprint, Ravim, you come over and you can see from your height of advantage, you can kind of see the shadow and the glare of a drag mark. Looks like two marks going the same way, parallel to each other. And it goes
Wagon
off.
wheels?
It could be wagon wheels. It's
More like a sled or.
you're not quite sure.
Like a
from the
corpse
side.
being dragged.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Heels and boots.
They seem to be rigid. Definitely, they don't seem to be wavering. Yeah, the line seems to be pretty rigid where the sun is catching them and casting shadow inside.
Okay, well, I'll point it out and.
Okay? You guys, as you
Call Frank over as well.
points out, yeah, Frank's there. He just kind of,
boy.
standing guard at this point, keeping an eye out.
And I'm gonna go gather the grieving mother and start bringing her, and link arms with her and bring her back towards where
Okay.
we found something that looks like something. We don't know what.
Yeah, as you can see it now, you see the two parallel lines, something that has been dragged off into the distance. Now there's patches of dirt and sand, and then there's rigid rocky parts. It's not continuous, but you guys can see that it does continue over certain places. Would you like to do a investigation to confirm what it is? You had suspicions about it
Yeah, sure.
being the wagon, or not the wagon, the trolley.
What's that, intelligence?
21.
21?
13.
13. Alright, it just looks like two parallel lines to you, Nonny, but you're pretty busy with keeping this woman from losing her mind. With your investigation, you climb down off the horse and you get down close and you can see it's very parallel. You can see it's not a wagon wheel or a trolley wheel hasn't made this, but as you're down looking and you kind of put your hand in, you look off to the side and under a bit of a brush, you can see snapped off wooden wheel. Like it's been broken, only one half. So you would assume that the wagon was broken and had been dragged up here. If you continue on looking, you can see that it's been dragged to a part where the ridge dips down and begins to go downwards out of sight.
Yeah, keep following as long as possible. Trying to see if there's, keep my eyes open, see if there's an ambush or something. But
Okay,
yeah.
so I'll get you to roll on your survival of the track and your perception for an ambush.
15 for survival of the track, and 1 roll 6 for ambush detection.
Okay, sounds good.
Keep my eyes down on the track so that
So you guys are tracking this Ravim's taking the lead down this particular ridge. It's not overly dangerous, it does widen out after some time. Nonny, are you still caring for the woman?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So as you guys are rolling down or going down that particular ridge, I'll get Nonny to roll. You roll another perception there.
That's always good.
11?
Okay, 11. Noted.
you might notice the bear trap you were
I
stuck
love
in.
it. I might also push the woman into it, who knows?
You guys continue to follow these tracks, and you notice that they stop. But the ridge line continues, and with your survival, you can see footprints. They were kind of there before, but you're mainly using the lines to track. But the lines have stopped, and footprints have continued.
How large are the footprints? Like halfling size, human size,
They're small. Yeah.
humanoid, I'm guessing.
With that is that's as much as you can get with a 15. There's more than one kind. You would notice. There's more than one kind.
Okay.
Multiple feetsies.
Better.
And you guys follow them. You follow it for a good 2 or 3 hours. It seems pretty steady. And I'll get you guys to roll another perception.
There we go, that's a 20. 22. 22.
Nun's eyes suddenly
Okay, alright, gotcha.
Suddenly I can see. I've stopped paying attention to the woman. She's done crying. I can pay attention to what's happening. We have a child to save. Let's do it.
You guys are walking down the ridge path, and it kind of widens out. And you can see where the ridge extends out to the left-hand side of the footprints. You're checking in the lead, Ravim, keep leading to the right, and down over a slight embankment. Nonny, you see one set of footprints leading to the left-hand side.
So they're going in separate directions.
Yeah, one seems to have broken off.
Wow. I'm gonna point them out.
They are pointed out.
Obviously, somebody went in this direction. But
Most of them are going this way.
do you think he's escaped whatever's happening here, or
Can we tell if it looks like they're running or walking?
Walking. Yep. So I get you.
probably not a very good escape?
Confirm it. Roll survival. Roll survival. Just
Survival?
for that. Yeah. 19. Yeah. He's walking. He's walking.
That was a whole 10. I'm gonna stop using that one.
Yeah, that one's not
It's
so
not
good.
gonna need any figures.
I can tell what's on the ground. Anything above 3 inches high, is completely oblivious.
Oh, we have to find him. I mean, which way do you think he went?
Do you follow his footprints?
Yeah, let's follow the single path, and then if that doesn't lead us to anything, then we can double back and.
Okay. Who's all going?
Everyone, I assume. I mean, I'm following. I'm dragging her along behind me.
Okay.
I guess we'll make a mark around here somewhere to sort of. This is the way to go.
Oh, I'm sure you're not going to lose track of where you're going.
Oh, like breadcrumbs? Do you want Nonny to start chucking breadcrumbs out on the way
It's
through?
the ridge only seems to be about 40 feet away. Where they are,
Okay.
yeah.
Then we'll take it as a minor detour.
Okay, so you guys walk all of you walk out there together, and
And then...
as 4 heads pop over the ridge to look down,
I was
to
just
which
like,
you
ooh,
can see
4 of them. No, that's
a
awesome.
small campfire, and 2 goblins look up at you. Roll for initiative.
Oh, that's a 6.
18.
So 6 plus 1. Sorry, that's a 7. I thought you were knitting over there for a second. I was like, what the hell, buddy?
Out of my peripheral, that's what it looks like.
I should have brought it for reaction.
knitting? No, it's not.
Next
Easy.
time.
Okay, Ravim at 18, we have Nonny at 7.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
I didn't exist yet.
You're not real. It's fine.
Geillis, you go ahead and roll initiative too, right?
Okay.
Is it Geillis, sorry?
Yeah.
Geillis. Is that from a particular set of novels?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Took me at the end.
Welcome back. Late to the party, but you're still here.
Still rolling bad numbers.
Initiative is not supposed to be based on height.
Well, we're, you know.
I'm not short, but.
You're pretty short. Oh, you're not short. No, the halfling lady was short. I don't know what you are, who you are, where you're from.
No, you don't.
What's your story and when will I adopt you?
Please.
So,
She needs it.
Ravim, what would you like to do?
So there's 4 goblins up top and 2 down.
Nope.
No, there's
you
us up
do
top.
your 4 heads poke over the ridge
Okay.
to see 2 goblins down below. And then they look up at you.
Just the 2?
You only see 2?
How far away are they?
I'd say the ridge is 15 feet down. Actually, why don't I get the map?
Because then you have to move the muffins.
Yeah, I understand that. This,
Give them to
It's
you.
fine, I'll take the muffins.
this is important.
We good? We good.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. I haven't switched
also see a big polished metal rod stuck in the ground with ropes with 6 dogs on this thing. I'm gonna go to the washroom. I'll be right back.
I love that you just leave the cliffhanger. Literally.
He's gonna force me to kill puppies. He's one of that.
Just to make sure we're talking about the same books, which books were you talking about?
Outlander.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like the name, that sounded kind of.
No, it's a good name. Definitely a good name. I have right here, we have Frank. And there we have Ravim and Nonny. Huh?
I don't have a Nonny yet.
That's alright. Nonny's good. She
I was
gets.
going to say, I got Greg's
I thought that was a
Fake
hat.
and
I
it's
thought you put a hat on.
miniatures out in powerful.
No worries. This we should go. I have the dwarf here. It's not Nonny, and she's not holding the frying pan, but it's a dwarf and it's male. So we got there, and we have this halfling woman also.
But
Yes,
Blubbering mess.
this one right here. Maybe a little taller than her halfling self. Okay. So that's what you see.
I like the visualization.
It doesn't come in here.
Yeah, it helps. Yeah.
So, is that a gradual slope or is that like a cliff?
That's a pretty big cliff, 15 foot cliff.
Nice.
I'd say that 15 feet drops out for 10 feet.
Okay.
From it kind of scoops out down at the bottom though.
Okay.
Butt scooch. Just butt scooch all the way down.
I didn't understand what you just said. You know, I was like, I thought you said that's gooch.
that's what I was
And I'm like,
going to say.
excuse me, that's what?
Just
Butt
butt
scooch.
scooch.
I got you. I'm with you now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to drop sleep right between them.
Yep.
And hopefully they'll all have decent. $25 HP.
And it's 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying that it's dropped it, put it there and hit those two.
Yeah, so they're down for sure. They fall asleep. They kind of go over. And all these dogs fall asleep as well.
Convenient.
You guys
We haven't been.
see that.
How do we get down? Rope. Climb down a rope? What do you do? What are we gonna do?
I do have a rope and grappling hook, and
I mean, I do.
pretty much everyone does.
Yeah. Should we try and climb down?
Well, first off, we should see if there's anything else down there that might be hostile.
Fair point.
Okay. Nonny, it's your turn.
Well, I don't have any. So, can I? What's around me? Besides,
What you see around you is,
specifically, are
Kind
there
of-
rocks nearby?
yes, absolutely, there are definitely an assortment of rocks from either 1 pound all the way up into 30-pound rocks.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and throw it down in there and try and make some noise. See if there's anybody. If I can draw anybody out.
Okay. You throw a rock. It clacks down. Down below the ridge, it breaks in two pieces, scattered across. You can hear dogs beginning to bark. Why don't you give that as kind of like a counter? You interact with an object. Just toss a stone.
I'll leave him there. I'm gonna tie off a rope and try and climb down that cliff. Why
Okay.
not?
Roll perception to find a place to tie off that rope.
18 plus 2. 20.
Easy enough. There's a few larger rocks around there that have been fallen from the ridge up top, and they would be more than enough to hold your weight. So you tie off a rope. Roll sleight of hand.
That's right. What's that? Dex?
Yep.
So 11.
11? Okay, alright. I'm not going to get you to do it for every roll that you're going to make in your whole life, but I don't think you've ever tied a rope around a rock before and tried to repel something.
It's
there's
not
always
really
a
something
first.
that you do.
So, you tie off to your rock and prepare to move off. I'm going to say that you spend your move speed time finding it to tie off and walking back to the ridge.
Fair enough.
Geillis. Roll perception. Geillis.
So it's that one plus this one, right?
Yep.
So 23.
23. You hear a rock smash as your ears perk up. The rest of the dogs around you begin to yelp and bark as you can see the 3 goblins around you in this darkened area rise to their feet, holding weapons. One rushes over to shush the dogs while the other 2 go to the edge of the darkness. They appear to be waiting for something.
I'm gonna sniff and see what I can smell out there.
Alright, roll perception. Yeah, I guess your roll perception was huge, right? Like, you rolled 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, never mind. That's
22.
Yeah, 23, yeah.
yeah, that was huge. So you sniff the air. You can smell
Potatoes.
saffron.
Potatoes.
Hash from breakfast.
Yeah.
You know what? That's how I found these guys. So really.
With your keen senses, I believe you have advantage on it anyway. If not, anyway, you rolled huge, so you can smell spices, saffron, things very common to your part of the world. And you can also smell different people. You can smell more than just goblins. You can smell in addition to the 2 dragonborn children that are off in a cage to the side in the dark, stuffed in there with another halfling child, that you can see there are more. You can smell other beings around. You're connected to this post in the ground by a rope to a ring around your neck.
How strong is the rope? Can I tug at it?
You've seen some of the dogs tug at it. You haven't seen any of them get loose yet, but some of them have tried. They get beaten pretty bad for trying, so it's...
Okay, so we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna just lay quietly and wait and see what these people out there have come for.
Okay. You know, hold an action. Holding an action is you, I'm gonna wait until something happens, or let's say, for example, like for a wizard, I wait to cast fireball until I see someone enter the corridor, or I hold my attack until that person comes in close enough for me to shoot off my arrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until these people get a little closer and then see what they're all about.
Okay. Preparing in action. Back to the top of the list. Ravim. You see Nonny tie off a rope.
I didn't wait for
Preparing
you.
yourself.
Children beat me. She's coming. He's not happy about it.
This damn women.
He's very calculated. I am crazy.
She kind of shakes her head as the wind catches one of her braids as it pulls her behind her hair. She's tying it around her waist.
My hair caught in the rope.
I'm gonna make a perception, see if there's a cave or anything else nearby where someone else might be hiding.
Okay.
No,
It's dark.
You
Just
sit
the
down
two.
close to the edge and you look. It seems the ridge does continue some down. It might look like that it differs near the bottom, but we're not quite sure.
We only got a minute left, so I'm gonna try and scurry down here.
Okay. Acrobatics, my friend.
You can do it.
22.
22, very nice. As you kind of creep down the first few inches, it begins to slide, but you're anticipating the slide. And you slide down, but you get to a point where you notice the ridge ends. You didn't notice it ending so soon, and you drop to the ground about 8 feet. But you land, it's only 8 feet. You were very good on your feet. You drop right about here, right to the edge. Roll perception while you're down there. Now you gotta let you see something new.
Good.
I can't believe I did.
Total 8. It's like, I'm alive.
Okay.
I'm alive.
So you stop. You don't look behind you yet. You're still looking in front of you with that perception.
Did you roll?
Oh,
Did
Two.
you roll? You still got your eyes closed.
Pretty much every perception check I've had to make
Not good.
has been like a 2.
Okay. So we're gonna. Carl, do you have a bonus action or anything you wanna? Anything like that?
At the moment, no, because I don't suspect that there's a cave behind me.
Exactly. All right. That's role playing. That's committed to death. And
You get crazy like this with front day behind you.
from behind you, Nonny, you can see that. No, I worded that wrong. Nonny, as you're kind of looking down as you finish tying off, just about to repel, you see him fall down that last 8 feet, and you're like, oh, be prepared for that.
Yeah.
And then just out of the corner, you can see him kind of stand up, just after balancing it, standing up straight, and then you can see something coming up from behind you. You can't see what it is, but you can see this club kind of arc out from behind him, and that's cocked. That's cocked too. Lucky they both would have hit. 13.
That is my AC, but I will use shield.
I would say you don't see this coming. Actually, you know what? I'll give him a stealth because he was hiding, and I didn't give him his stealth roll. Yeah. And your perception was 8?
Yeah.
His stealth was 8. So, I'll give you the ability to do that as he's coming into with this large club. It looks like a femur. Nonny, you notice it. Looks like a femur. And then you have a quick flashback to a kitchen. The large stone ovens pumping out heat as stews and roasts cook on spits. And one fateful day, as you and the cleaning crew are cleaning up underneath, moving the soot, you see one of them kind of stand up oddly, and that's if someone stops working, you're usually on their ass to keep it going, and they kind of turn around and they hold out this small half-bird femur. You rope, your hands kind of slip on the rope. I'll get you to roll athletic saving throw, please, or a strength saving throw.
cool, man. That's, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. So your hands slip from the rope and you fall. You slip down a bit of the embankment and then you fall the 8 feet. You take 2 points of falling damage, which is divided between you and the goblin that you fall on.
Softer landing.
See, he's right there underneath you.
Oh, I've rested, so I'm probably.
Yeah, you're full health again. Yeah. So, you cast shield. Okay, so as the club comes down to hit you on the back, your shield pops up, so you turn around just in time, and it bounces off the shield. And then you see as you turn around, Nonny fall down and smash on top of another goblin. That also takes 1 point. Now you can see.
There's a whole lot of bad guys down here.
That useless woman still just waiting at the top.
Crying. Sobbing hysterically.
Frank's up there just watching. It's like, you guys dead yet?
Yeah. Frank's like, you know what? You guys do a great job. I'm staying up here with this lady and keep an eye on you.
I'm not getting paid for this.
Yeah.
And these guys are up. These guys are down here
Underneath.
underneath the ridge. And, oh, I forgot him. Okay, he slides down the embankment and is right here as he failed his check.
You had one job, Frank.
Uses move to get up though. Nonny, I'm gonna say since you have a move action, it wasn't on your turn. Never mind, sorry. You were there. He moved. Catch up with that. This guy was here with the club to attack you. Shield missed. You fell on him. And that guy's gonna shoot a short bow at Frank. And it's gonna deflect off Frank's armor. Nonny, it's your turn. Nope, not yet. No, that was just a thing that happened to you.
Oh, that was just a traumatic event for me.
Yes,
Thank you.
exactly. Yes.
Thank you, I appreciate
I
that.
have a flashback.
I'm gonna get up. And I'm gonna
Smack him with a frying pan.
gonna rage. Cause now I'm upset again.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna smash him with a frying pan.
There's a goblin on the ground
And
between
he's-
your legs right
he's
now,
getting-
just rubbing his face after you just fell on him.
and he's getting smashed with a frying pan.
You don't cook children.
He's prone.
That's a 13 plus 6.
That's
So
gonna
that's- yeah.
hit the goblin. So roll that damage.
That's 10 plus 2 bonus, so 12.
With the frying pan?
Yep.
So you two-hand this frying pan. He's just
Yeah, dude.
right between your legs and you smash him right on the forehead. And you can feel as the frying pan only lightens up for a moment before it crushes into his skull. You can hear this kind of gas release from the air from his ears as he gets flattened into the dirt. And he's going to stay prone.
Yeah, forever.
Geillis. Fuck, I did it again. Try it again. Geillis. That's what it is?
Yeah.
Geillis.
So my ears are perking up. And there's some crazy lady with a frying pan just smashed down a goblin.
Who smells delicious. And might have
That's-
sausages in her pockets.
Oh.
I just need you to know that. Which could work to my disadvantage if you're really hungry.
You always say might as though it's not a matter of fact.
Well, roll perception. If you want to know whether I got sausages in my pockets.
It's not. I would be surprised if you didn't have sausages. in your
Jerky
pocket.
in my pocket, just in case. You never know. Cookies and stuff in case you run across some children who get hungry. Don't worry about it.
What are the other dogs around doing?
They, after the one goblin went over and kind of raised his weapon and rolled an intimidate check to a bunch of dogs, they are cowering. They're just not making any noise. You can hear them slightly whimpering as all the action is taking place. You've been with this troop for a few weeks, kind of under what's the word I'm looking for? Damn, I'm off today. Been basically collared and penned up the entire time. And you know that any time the dogs get out of hand, they do get a fairly good beating, almost to unconsciousness from time to time. So this behavior is common for these particular dogs.
So they're used to being beat down. Can I bite through my rope? Have I tried that yet?
I haven't tried that.
Okay, I'm gonna try nibbling at my rope while the goblin's looking at this going on.
That's a double-digit number on the D20.
Yeah.
You're getting that roll.
It really
Oh, okay.
It
I
really
didn't know if it added anything. Okay.
No, I'll get you a roll
tensile
some
strength.
white damage. I think it's D6 plus your strength.
I have no strength.
Your dog form. Shit. Whoops. Your form might have strength.
Okay. Wow.
Add +1 for it for now.
Okay, 2.
The rope begins to fray and begins to split. It's not completely broken, but you're making significant progress.
Okay.
You'd escape if we didn't have these damn arms.
She makes that noise too while she's chewing.
Okay, to the top of the list after Geillis is Ravim. Are you finished? Sorry?
I don't know.
Okay, sorry, my mistake. It sounded like you were finished.
It's okay.
You had
I was nibbling on my rope. I'm gonna continue to just slowly nibble away at it in times when no one's looking.
Okay, they all seem pretty busy at the
Yeah, they're not
moment.
paying attention to me.
Just
so.
crush the dude.
I'm just here nibbling on my rope.
I just
Yeah.
flatten the guy with the frying pan. People are preoccupied at this point.
Alright, then to the top of the list. Ravim.
So there's one goblin behind me. I imagine the cave's dark.
Yep, you would be with the ambient light, you'd be able to see almost to the mouth, and there's firelight here, so there's a campfire.
Okay.
So it goes even be 40 feet in, but it does disappear off in different directions back here.
So there's just 2 standing goblins now.
This is the girl up there. I'm gonna take her off.
Right,
the map.
lady.
She's up there now. She's the only one.
Yeah, but there's the goblin that's in front of me,
One there.
and
Yep, those two.
well, I'm gonna I'm gonna draw my rapier and check the goblin that tried to hit him with femur.
Sounds good. Roll that attack.
18.
That's a hit. It gets past his very cheap goblin armor. The hide of some
For 10 damage.
10 damage. And right into his heart, right through the other side of this scrawny goblin body. He kind of winces and his eyes kind of go dull and roll back in his head.
And I will activate my blade snake and dash over to the other one.
Okay, you dash over there.
Oh, it's not really dash, it's just
Yeah.
move.
Move. Flavor
Walk.
dash.
Just walk very
Flavor dash.
slowly over.
Okay. Just another D20 right there. Okay, he's swings at you with his scimitar that catches nothing but air as you dodge out of the way. Over there. You hear, you guys' perceptions have been pretty good, especially yours, Geillis. You hear, from. Doesn't hit anything. You don't see anything, you just hear it coming from inside the mouth of the cave.
Boing.
And then we go to Nonny.
We go to Nonny. Those two are still sleeping?
They appear to be sleeping.
And this guy's done for, and that guy's done for, so it's just this guy.
Yep.
How far away is he?
You can get there. He's only,
Can I get behind him?
yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going for it.
You're a dwarf, huh?
Yeah, 25.
1, 10, 15, 20 people.
Cool. I'm gonna
Oh, that's a roll with
I'm gonna walk him before I get. I'm gonna walk backwards. 14 plus 6.
that. That's gonna be a hit.
Yes.
For sure.
10.
10 again. This one cracks him right on the back of the head and his shoulder. You can hear the bones crumple and crack and break as he falls down to the ground.
He does his best impression of the turtle.
Yeah.
His head gets sucked.
His head is between his scapulars.
He goes down. Geillis. You chew through the rope.
Oh, good. Finally, our teeth are starting to hurt. I've watched this all go down, and so far these people seem okay. They've taken out the enemy.
Anyone who murders goblins is a friend.
Am I able to shift yet? Back into my prior form?
Do that whenever you want to.
Alright, I'm gonna sneak off to the side and do that so no one kind of.
There's really only the inside here that you
Yeah.
can be out of sight.
I'm just trying to think if there's any advantage. Maybe I'll stay in my current form. Well, I'm gonna wander over and just kind of greet these people.
Tell them what they see.
I see, hang on. I'm a dog, right? Still? Am I still? Yeah. So yeah, they just kind of see a grayish colored dog walk towards them. Not really in a happy walk, but not really like a feral. I see this little old woman off to the side who looks like she's beaming from ear to ear. So I'm
No,
gonna
she's
go
actually
over-
raging. You don't want to be.
Oh, okay.
I'll just
Striking distance is a bad idea.
baby femurs kind of set her off. It's
Okay. Alright, so they just see a gray dog just kind of slowly stalking towards them, but not in a menacing manner.
Go between his legs.
Well, not really between its legs, but just calmly, just kind of approaching them, sniffing the air. Trying to get a sense of if these people are going to attack me next.
Roll insight.
Well, okay. Is that plus my wisdom?
Yep.
So 14.
Okay. Kind of get a general feel. How do you guys feel? We'll go with Ravim as it's your turn.
Animal handling to determine hostility level of the dog, I guess.
Sure.
It's a pupper.
All doggos are puppers.
It seems nice enough. Yeah. The other one seems to be cowering, and that's all. Yeah.
I'm gonna go over and finish off goblins,
Absolutely.
because there is a minor time limit to that.
Too worried
I
myself.
was wondering if we were gonna let them just sleep for a while.
Sleep it off.
20 to hit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You get him.
Good, good.
Yeah, right through the face.
Blood. You got stabbed in the face. Very nice. Another one. Oh yeah, you catch him in the nose, kind of get him to the back of the head. The blood rushes out as a nice hole of pressure release has been made.
That's one way of putting it.
Well, body through forehead.
Nonny, it's your turn.
It is my turn. I can't reach either of those.
Yeah, you're a bit far away to make that
I can't.
killing blow.
I can't do much. I mean, I'll move to 25 feet.
Is that just like
Five squares.
Yeah, 15, 20, 25.
And I will stand next to the original corpse that I've created.
Murdering your work.
No, I don't really take joy in murdering things. And I'm gonna cry.
I don't believe you.
I'm gonna cry a little bit.
A little bit more.
Just a little bit of sadness. Baby femurs and all that, you know. And I'm gonna, well, that's it. That's all. I'm just gonna wait.
Okay, and your rage fades.
Yeah, it does.
Geillis, you see Ravim go over there and eliminate another goblin. You see this dwarf woman, without a beard, seem to just have the rage wash out of her body. She is no longer tensed up and breathing a little more deeply now.
I'm gonna go over and just kind of nudge my muzzle into her hand. She looks a little lost.
Can I pet the puppy?
That's up to you.
I pet the puppy.
Okay.
Of course I pet the puppy. You never don't pet a puppy.
I'll allow it. I'll let her.
I'll allow it. I will allow that.
This nice image of Nonny just kind of coming down, and there's this lovely grayish dog that happens to be there. At the dog, it's long fur, curly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the tramp from Lady and the Tramp.
Gray with almost streaks of like silvery green.
They kind of suit each other. If you happen to look back after stabbing that goblin in the face, Ravim.
The puppy's probably bigger than mine.
There's still another goblin to stab.
Pretty good sized dog, I think.
Should we perhaps?
The goblin looks back, hey guys, it's economics. Kill the other goblin.
Should we perhaps let one of them live? We aren't looking for someone.
As Nonny comes down.
I've tried to murder two of them. Maybe we should let the last one live.
So we know where we're going.
Quarter's good, supper's good for the next 2 days. We're on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't utter this such heresy.
Well, there's still a lady crying up on the cliff. Looking for her
She's
son.
me.
Well,
She's up there.
We still haven't still have a cave to explore. He could be there.
But what if he's not?
We have another set of tracks we can follow.
But what if they're not his? I know you want to murder the goblin. I kind of want to murder the goblin too. But I feel we still have to save this child.
Do you speak goblin?
Geillis is gonna bark here. She like almost like she's agreeing with nothing.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't speak
Okay,
goblin either.
let's find out if he's. Just do it.
It's your turn, Ravim.
Make it happen. Oh man, I got to find this.
Fine, steady, steady. Uh, 19.
19. Most certainly it is. Dead?
Yeah.
Gotcha. As the other goblin is impaled with the with Ravim's rapier, you can hear a bunch of the other goblins let out kind of in their own time gasps of death as they all fail their saves to come back. rest.
Suddenly,
Okay.
one comes back.
So,
Surprise.
that happens. Nonny. We're technically out of combat right now.
Okay.
And we have 4 rounds before this set of dogs wakes up.
No, they're awake. They're just like cowering.
Oh no, there was another sit back underneath the underneath here
Oh.
where you were. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I gotta put you up there. Sorry. That's your character.
There needs to be a puppy.
Oh yeah, I'm here with
Don't have a puppy.
I'm currently a puppy though.
So.
How big would I be as a dog?
You would be medium sized. You can be as probably small as you want. I'll give you some
Shepherd.
latitude. Yeah.
Like a shepherd size.
Yeah.
You're my puppy. So what do I see around me now besides dead goblins?
You see that there's a cave underneath the embankment that you fell down that goes into the dark. You can see that the light extends to a cave that kind of spreads out a little bit to the left and to the right. You can see the ridge line continue to the back of you and out down over the mountain. You can see a whole bunch of goblin corpses hanging around, and you see, yeah, that's what you see.
So how far does the cave go back?
It goes back probably about, you can see about 50 feet in before it gets dark, and you're at the extent of the torchlight.
She's dark vision.
It's an extent to the edge of the torchlight. If you go to the edge of the torchlight,
Alright,
there's 60 feet.
I'm gonna there's more dogs in the cave?
We're like right about here, just off
Okay,
to the side.
so I'm gonna go approach I'm gonna give that dog the sausage that may or may not be in my pocket.
You have sausage.
I definitely have sausage in my pocket. So I'm gonna give a piece to that dog, and then I'm gonna go attempt
Just keep a second. She's got to go all the way back.
all the dogs running around in the
Yeah.
cave.
Sound effects.
I'm going to attempt to
Told you, she's got to go all the way back.
I'm going
I feel
to
like someone's going to move in here.
Maybe not for long.
to use bribery to release the other dogs from there. I'm assuming they're all tied.
Yep, on a post, a metal rod is jammed into the ground.
I'm gonna give it a go and don't let them get bit.
Okay. As you approach, they kind of cower away. As you have a frying pan soaking in blood, spatter all over your nice shawls. Yeah.
Oh, I also have sausages. I'm gonna throw little pieces of sausage.
Roll handling.
That's an 18. I don't know what I'm supposed to add to that.
That's good enough.
Wisdom, and it's the second from the top.
So 20.
You scatter some food about. As soon as the food hits the ground, Geillis, you would know that these animals aren't fed very well. And they just die. They jump all over it. And when one gets one, another one bites its neck and tries to tear it away from the other one. And a fighting frenzy ensues with these 6 dogs fighting over the bits and pieces of themselves and what you've thrown on the ground. But it happens quickly. There's no food left in there. Some of them are a bit scarred and a little bit bloody in there. Seem to be looking up at you, their tongues wagging over their mouth.
I'm not on tile.
Sorry?
Alright, take the thingies off their necks. What do they have on their necks?
They just crudely tied rope with leather straps
I'm
around.
just gonna take out my knife.
Yep, you cut them all loose. And 2 of them immediately dart away down the canyon. Or sorry, 3 of them immediately dart away down through the canyon, but the other 2 seem to be wary at the anticipation of food. So they're kind of hanging around, keeping their distance, but they're hanging around, just kind of looking at Nonny.
Did I just gain 2 puppies?
3 maybe.
I want to keep them. I'm gonna feed them. I'm gonna try and feed them again.
2.
Separately.
Okay, yeah, there would be 2 that are off the leash now because Geillis bit hers off.
She for yourself, she's a smart dog.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're getting used to the dogs there. Geillis.
I think it's time to shift.
Okay.
I've been on a dog too long already. Things are starting to get foggy, so it's time to shift.
Ravim, as you pull your blade out of this particular goblin and turn around, you can see this grey dog as Nonny walks off towards one of the to the other dogs, and you see
A 1. Well, I guess she's an elf.
yeah, it tells us how you change.
Okay.
How does your particular druid culture change?
I guess kind of in a haze, like a glittering haze kind of wraps around the dog and then suddenly it grows taller and then poof. I guess just the smoke kind of falls. No, she's clothed.
Just say that's a pretty cool trick.
No,
Sure,
yeah.
She
She
just
brought her clothes with her. But they're very just modest clothes. She's not rich by any means.
Human lady?
No, she's an elf.
Elf lady.
She's an elf lady. So she has long hair that's kind of a little bit wild. She's been a dog for quite some time.
Still pieces of stick matted in some of your hair and everything.
Yeah, she's rough. She's dirty. She needs a bath. Her clothes are torn in places, and
She still smells like a dog.
she still smells like a dog. And she's not happy about it.
She's been cooped up with goblins. Smelling like a dog is the worst of her concerns.
Not to her. And so she greets him. She says hello.
Hello.
Ravim stabs her. Who the fuck are you?
Someone else can use magic, but her sees this.
There can only be one.
Nonny, you also see this.
I am startled, to say the least.
Pupper with benefits.
Pupper is not a pupper.
And more.
Wary, because obviously this is a place of child murderers. Oh wait, I'm just gonna watch. Child murderers, not my thing. I'm not a fan. Need to know whether I need to kill her or not, basically.
Well, so far the only thing she said was hello, so.
Yeah, just because you say hello, you seem nice, doesn't mean you don't kill kids, though.
Frank comes over and says, I see things like that over in Delron. We'd kill you on sight if we seen you in the woods.
I kind of put my hands up in a.
He still has his weapon out.
Yeah, I had nothing though. I was just a dog, so
You got fleas.
Right,
I got fleas, probably.
You got fleas, that's good.
I just kind of put my hands up and just kind of look at him and explain I'm here for the same reason that you are.
Which would be.
Yeah, what reason is that?
They're trying to save the children.
I was gonna say, Frank did sheath his weapon.
Because to be honest, we're not 100% sure why we're here.
I guess I don't know why they're there either.
Why are you here?
To be honest, Nonny just yelled at a bunch of people and just started walking. That's pretty much what happened.
I'm here because we walked into
Crazy
the.
old lady made you walk in the woods too? What are their experiences?
Right.
Ravim, you do see that Frank does sheath his weapon after you tell him,
Not a werewolf.
yeah.
Not a werewolf?
Yeah.
That's good. It's a good sign.
Yeah. Right.
You didn't tell me that in your storyline. So I have to
To be
say,
fair, you made that decision.
No, I didn't make a decision about a dog. That just popped out.
it's your decision.
At the moment, You're not a werewolf, so we're not going to murder you.
Okay, sounds good.
Don't shoot yourself in the
I
foot.
understand.
Yeah,
Argue
you
with
have,
us.
you have a very important decision to make
Yeah.
here. Do we kill you or not?
So I introduced myself. I told them I'm Geillis, and then I had been tracking the goblins with the children that they had taken.
Children?
Yes,
Multiple children.
there's many of them.
Here?
They've taken. There's some here, but there's some. They must be somewhere else. There must be more than there has to be.
Let's find the children.
Do you speak goblin?
You're the tall one. We gotta find. Where's No, I don't.
You check the cave, because I can't see in the dark.
I will check the cave.
Do I have any darkness?
I will.
I know
As an
they're in
elf,
there,
yes.
don't I?
Actually,
there's-
roll. You.
As an elf, you do
It's,
have
it's,
dark vision.
it's been jarring coming back from a dog. Get your roll.
As a
This-
dog, you can smell stuff.
That's okay. What was I rolling for?
How much you remember about
History,
being a
yeah.
dog?
Yeah, roll it.
I rolled a 1.
Roll it. Just you look back and I thought you seen children, but you know they're here. But they must.
But I still know what I was doing before
Yeah.
I switched. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's not that bad. Just
Okay.
recent things regarding
It's
those
hazy.
particular children. Yeah.
Okay.
You know they're here somewhere. There was definitely 2 goblins and a halfling child. Definitely.
I'm gonna help them look because I know they're here somewhere.
Okay, you guys together enter the mouth of the cave. Those of you who don't have dark vision, it is pitch black as you go past the 40 feet of light that the campfire is giving off there.
Well, if I'm going into that cave, I'm grabbing and lighting a torch so that I'm not walking around in the dark.
Excellent.
I don't warn you if you become triple or something.
I don't believe you.
I have dark vision also.
I
I'm
honestly-
60 feet.
I'm crazy. There's children and puppies, so I'm just like totally.
And a woman who may or may not be a dog.
Yeah, I'm still not sure about you. You could be a baby murderer. Keep my eye on you.
Okay. Here we go. So you guys enter the mouth of the cave. Who is in the lead? Tell me how you guys are kind of going in.
I'll go first. I'm already kind of in the cave anyway, aren't I?
I'm gonna just
I
kind
think
of.
you would have been the closest one
Yeah.
to take it off, to go for, yeah.
Yeah, I'll lead the way.
Okay, so, Nonny, I get you to roll perception.
Okay.
Good start, eh?
Yeah, that's fine.
High five?
That's fine.
Okay, well, as you're walking in there,
Dry erase. Sorry.
you begin to disappear
Simple things in
at
life.
the
Oh,
physical
man.
level.
That just like changed everything for me. That is dry erase. Edit that little part out of me being super excited. that it's dry erase.
I don't know, we're leaving that in.
Nonny, as you walk forward,
That's the highlight. That's the absolute way to try
And
everything.
Wait, it's
So-
dry erase?
it goes Nonny in the lead, who's in behind.
I'm still kind of a little weirded out, so I'm gonna just trail behind the group.
So,
Bring it up
how
with the boots.
about- okay, you're in the back. Ravim, where do you think you'd be?
Probably towards the back, because magic caster.
Okay, so how far away from Nonny?
We'll say about 20 feet.
Probably doesn't.
Okay.
I should probably stand out of the way.
So as you guys are walking in,
Staying out of the frying pan, right?
It's still dripping with blood.
And I'm still dropping bits of sausage as we go. Luring the dogs along.
okay, and the dogs are coming along eagerly. They're getting more and more comfortable with you now. Frank is also there as he's walking behind you as you're dropping food off.
He's picking it up and eating it. Man, these are good sausages. Why are you throwing them on the ground?
I might also be picking up pieces because I haven't been fed very well.
You go, any ones that get kept
Yeah.
that aren't picked
I'm
up.
picking
You
them
see,
up behind
I'm feeding the whole group.
you see Geillis bend down to the middle.
She's still a little off. She's
Definitely something going on with this chick.
she's
Par for the course.
Nonny, roll dexterity saving throw. With
17.
17's okay anyway. I was going to say with advantage because I think you have trap sense. I don't know if you have it now, but 17's good enough. Anyway, as you are walking, you step on something and it only lightly catches up your foot as you can put your pressure on your foot. It holds and then releases and it snaps, and you can hear something snap, and you can hear bending a line of something, perhaps rope, and you can hear more snapping. And as you look above, you can see that the area underneath the lip of the cavern is all loose stonework held up by a net. And as the net breaks, you can see these large boulders begin to fall down upon you and Frank. What was your dexterity save? 17, you said? Yeah, so as Frank kind of holds out his shield and puts it up, the rocks bounce off of his shield and he doesn't take as much damage, and you shimmy over to the side of the cavern, avoiding most of the damage. And the damage is... you guys take half, so that's 4 points of bludgeoning damage as bits of rock kind of graze off you as you crash into the sidewall.
I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, according to the.
When you're
I think
rage.
that's, yeah.
Is that
when
just
you're
in
rage.
rage?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you made your save, so
So
you can
4,
get
you
back
said?
anyway. Yeah, 4 points. And you guys see, Geillis, Ravim, you guys see the entire ceiling cave down upon them as they were just at the mouth of it, and the cave is filled in. You
Yeah.
guys, sorry?
I muttered to myself, oh, these people aren't getting much help, are they?
You guys still alive? In a couple years.
So am I inside the cave now? Am I trapped in the cave or?
No,
am I-
it crashed in front of you. It didn't.
Okay.
You guys didn't roll a 1 and didn't get split up from the entire group.
Well, that's good.
Oh, okay, I thought
I've been trying to avoid that. To be honest.
The dust is clearing. You guys think it at first, but then the dust clears and you can kind of see Nonny's colored shawls with the splatters of blood just sprinkled all over this rainbow of mercy.
Shawls of love.
Mercy.
Yeah, it's gonna make things difficult.
I love how your point man is an old woman with bald coat glasses.
Can't see fuck all.
Yeah,
Well, no, I mean,
she's-
her
she's
glasses do
so
what they're
bad.
supposed to do.
Dogs are dead. Sorry.
Do you see?
All
This is
three
why
of
you
them.
don't have pets in D&D. It's sad.
Listen, I saw Bob Who in another room.
Yeah, that's because you used to do Zach. It doesn't count.
But getting back to it,
Nonny
guys have that the dusk
is
settles.
Digging. She's trying to move rocks. Gotta save the children. Doesn't say a word. Just.
Was there another way in the cave?
there were another set of footprints. You guys had followed the single set of footprints.
Yes.
Footprints to the ridge.
I meant in the cave.
Oh, in the cave?
Yeah.
You guys only really investigated the mouth of it. The inside of the cave is now filled in.
Okay.
But if you do look around, there's footprints all over the place. Going to the dogs, to the fire,
Yeah.
over to some other place that looks, the walls look fairly stained. Yeah. You do notice, though, 2 drag marks. Similar to the wagon, but too far apart. Or similar to the ones you've seen before, but too far apart. That are being dragged, and you can see the lines go towards where you were headed, and then the rock has caved in on top of them. Roll investigation if you're trying to look for something.
Yeah. $13.
13. Looking through the dust and things, you find a scrap of cloth. You're not quite sure where it could come from.
Digging.
Yeah.
Moving rocks. Shifting rocks.
How long would it possibly be to dig through the cave in?
I get you to roll an investigation. What is your intelligence for that one? You're a smart guy.
21.
21. It's going to take you a couple hours. Even all you guys doing this together. It's a lot of rock that fell. You've seen the whole thing as it caved in.
Yeah, this is probably a dead end. There's more puppers outside, and there's the other set of footprints we can follow that might lead us to the children.
Okay.
I'm just in the background, sitting by the fire, just kind of staring off at nothing.
Gotcha. Recentering yourself.
What?
Recentering yourself.
Yeah, just kind of trying to come back. I guess meditating is the word that you.
Oh, okay. So, Ravim, you are aware of the other set of footprints around. You see Nonny moving some boulders. You see Frank looking at you like scratching his head. He doesn't really want to move boulders. It's not really.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
And
Sounds
you
like
see,
something he's not getting paid for.
and you see Geillis as she introduced herself over by the fire, kind of staring across it.
Well, I make the suggestion to Nani that there is the other path, the other side of the prints.
Nonny?
How is it digging or walking along?
Down whatever's fastest. We gotta get to them. Let's do it. Let's go. We'll go around.
You guys want to track them around?
Or at least try.
I'll get you, whoever's taking the lead, roll survival.
I'll let you two do that. I didn't do very good last time.
I know they're around here somewhere.
Does anybody want to give him some help? Or roll yourself and try and be an ass. That's pretty much the way we roll aid around here. You can help someone, give them advantage on the roll, or if they fail, you can just be like, no.
I'm still too
13,
spaced out
what
to
am I
help
rolling?
anybody.
For perception?
Survival.
Oh, survival. That's wisdom. So 15.
You can easily pick up the tracks. Sure. Of the goblin footprints, and you can see them leading backwards. Down further, the way you guys would have had to, in the direction you guys were traveling before, along the ridge line. And as Nani, as you speak up and say something,
We have to go this way.
Geillis, you're not sure if it's haze or just a reflection through the fire distorting the air across the way. But you seem to see a familiar visage, and it nods as they say the other way.
Well, I suppose I'll go with them.
You're crazy too.
Kindred spirit.
Yeah. It's great.
All three of you.
Oh, fuck, they're delicious. God damn.
I'll bring you something different every week.
She said she's coming every week. That's the
Dice of inspiration.
Yeah, right there.
Dice of inspiration.
If you don't mind writing me in at 7 o'clock every other evening, then
Yeah, that's a good good suggestion. Nonny, dice of inspiration for bringing those homemade cupcakes.
Oh yeah.
yeah, man. I don't know what I use it for, but that's my reroll, right? That's my
Yeah. Or somebody else to reroll. An NPC also bad guy.
Whenever KO criticals you with it,
Yeah, when
Attack
Killer
roll.
whoops you, you can go, nah, do it again. Try again. See what happens.
Right. Yeah.
and then he rolls another
Yeah,
credit.
he
Yeah,
rolls
and
worse.
you're like, well,
So you guys follow those tracks,
yes.
and they go around this ridge. They follow it around for about an hour. You guys are traveling along this ridge, and it's about an hour. No, sorry, it would have been an hour from where you were here. It's only about half an hour. Sorry, before the ridge line kind of dips down enough where you guys can climb over it. You guys can see the scampering of footprints and claw marks go up the little embankment. And then you see them kind of drift off into the side of the ridge where you can't really see how they go in there.
Magical shenanigans.
Perhaps something else?
I'm going with magical shenanigans.
That's your area of expertise. I have a frying pan. This is what I bring to the table. It's a frying pan.
Oh, ritual cast, detect magic.
Okay, spend the
10
start
minutes.
gathering the things, putting out what paraphernalia you need to cast your spell. While he's doing that, you guys got 10 minutes. What do you want to do?
Last time I did something, I caved in an entire system, cave system. I'm gonna wait very impatiently.
Okay.
I'm gonna drift up to Nonny and just kind
You're not a dog anymore. I don't want anything to do
of peep at you.
with you.
Not a child, not a dog.
Not a kid, not a dog, not interested. Thank you.
But I'm not old. I'm still quite young, right?
Yeah, but you're not in danger. You're not. I haven't adopted you.
Not yet.
You better, now 30, less than a third of your life span.
Yeah, so I'm still fairly young. But yeah, so I'm just gonna warily drift over to her and just kind of try to,
As I mutter to myself.
yeah.
Shoulders covered with dust and spattered with blood.
Remember, I'm still like matted.
Frying pan over her
Scratching at
shoulder,
fleas.
tapping her toes.
Magic stuff. Did you say magic stuff?
He's doing magic stuff.
Magic stuff.
I don't understand the magic stuff.
I think I knew the magic stuff at one point. It seems a little hazy.
You don't remember whether you know magic?
I know magic, but I don't think I can
She
remember
was a
quite how
dog
to do it.
20 minutes ago.
Yeah, you gotta remember that. I still have fleas and smell like one.
I think I know better. For a sausage at her. Here, have a sausage.
Fetch.
You might as well eat.
Once a dog, always a dog. Fetch.
Yeah, right?
Do you actually?
Oh yeah, kill my dogs.
One question though, the 6 dogs that were tied outside, what'd you do with those?
Oh, I forgot about those
We
ones.
left them behind.
Wait, did we leave them behind? That's sad.
Did you
I
leave
think we
them
cut
on?
them loose. Maybe
I completely forgot. Let's assume that we cut them loose because
Yeah.
that seems like a thing that I would do.
They would all sprawl away if you just cut them loose.
That's fine.
You
As long as
push
they're
them
not
We let
away,
them go.
okay, and they all
they
sprawl
have
away.
freedom at the very least.
Okay.
I'm gonna get attacked by dogs later, is what's gonna happen. They're coming back and they're gonna be mad. That's fine, I'm fine with that.
Well, a couple of them do know you have food.
Sausages, that's right, I do have sausages. Well, not so many anymore.
Well, 3 of them ran away,
Yeah.
and then 3 followed you.
No.
Well, 2 followed you.
I'm keeping pseudo count of how many rations you eat.
Well, you gotta keep in mind that Frank also had some sausages and Highgate some sausages while we were walking along there, so.
Frank wasn't going to let that pass.
No, Frank's not.
Find a seasoned sausage in the
Yeah.
dirt. It's alright.
Just adds to the flavor.
So, your spell gets cast. There's nothing magical about it.
Well, that's
Shenanigans. Rage flip the
They use
non-existent.
magic to hide their magic. What is this? So it's not magic.
It's not magic.
So what then? Brute force. Like what do we do? We've gotta get in. Can you describe this to me again so that I
Yeah, I can't quite
It
remember.
looks like a rock face.
It's just a wall.
It's just the footprints you can clearly see
go into the wall?
go into the rock face.
I'm gonna
into
go
the ridge line.
touch the rocks.
You touch it, it's canvas. It's like burlap. It's not burlap, like some sort of canvas covering. He moves, and it just kind of moves with the flops back. It's really
It's not
painted
wrong.
very well, but it's painted.
I'm just gonna walk right
This
through.
is
Is there
for
like a flap through
And
it?
you kind of push it off
Yeah.
to the side, you push through, and it's a cave.
Okay.
I'm glad we wasted all that time on your stupid magic thing.
Hey, at least we know there's no magical trap.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's you lead the way. I'm dying. I just figured
How long does
this
that
out.
last for?
They just save the kids.
Because it's just in case, for future reference. So, Geillis,
You're in the
you
lead now.
push the
Oh, darn
covering out of the way.
it. So I have, I think, 60 feet. I can. Is it dark?
It is good.
Okay, I can see. I think up to 60 feet in the dark.
Tell us what you see.
What do I see?
You see a cave that extends about 40 feet, curves to the right hand side. There seems to be a space on the right hand side about 20 feet up.
Just an opening.
Just an opening.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Just in case you get to the end of this and there's some loot thing. It's magical? Who knows? I haven't rolled the dice yet, honestly.
Well, if there's treasure, I can recast it as ritual.
I'm gonna head towards that opening.
Head towards that opening. As you peek your head around the opening, how did you go perception?
Do I add anything to that perception?
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yeah, unless
No, I'm proficient. In
so
that.
be like
So 11.
11.
It's not great, but
Okay, well you're easily see. Sorry, you peek your head around the corner and you can see 2 wooden. They look like elongated trolleys, where it seems that there's these 2 long metal prongs are worked up from the very front up into handles, and there seems to be 2 skis on the back. And along the skis you can see sets of wheels. Sometimes 2, then 3, sometimes 1, sometimes 3, then 2. They don't really match up, and it kind of looks like a dog sled, elongated about 12 feet long. You can see strapping and ropes on the front of it that would that would carry or hold dogs so they can be pulled along. And you have memories of this going back. It's faded. But you have memories, you feel the lashings on you, you kind of rub your neck where they were, and you can feel these maybe whip lashings on your back, kind of a flashback. And you look off to the right hand side and you see that there's cages. There's 6 empty cages.
I guess I just have a feeling, and I mutter, "They're gone.
They're all empty, yeah.
They're gone."
Who's gone?
As Nonny comes around the corner.
Who's gone?
Who's gone?
What do you mean? Who's gone?
The children are gone.
Where'd they go?
They took them.
Who took them?
The goblins.
Sweet as a goblin.
Do you look in the room?
let's
You see that as well. You see 6 cages that are empty. The doors
Wait,
ajar.
the children were in the cages.
They're in cages?
There's 6 children.
Well, there's 6 cages.
There's
How
up
many
to 6
children?
children.
How many children? I don't know. I don't know
You've
how many
seen
it is.
at one time 3 that were stuffed in that small
Right,
cage.
3, yes. 3 in one cage.
So there's up to 18.
Is there a halfling?
There was.
Don't look at me. I didn't collapse the
The
cage.
halfling. So what else? Are there tracks? Like, are we?
There seems to be
Dogs led
lots of
cages,
tracks.
but are we?
There
Is there
seems to be
anything
lots of tracks. all over the place.
followable tracks?
Now there's more tracks that lead up the cavern more. This room seems to have the dog sleds and those cages.
I'm going. We know what happened last time, but I'm going.
Okay, you begin to head down.
Renewed my
corridor.
efforts.
At about 20 more feet, it curves to the left, and as that opens up, it splits to a T intersection, one going right and one going left.
I'm gonna look to the side and see if anyone
Wait.
tells me where to go.
You're a dog.
No, I'm a person.
Be a dog.
What do you mean?
Could you not sniff the tracks?
Transform into a dog.
I
And
could,
find
I
the
could,
children?
but I don't want to go back to the dog. That was rough.
Yeah.
We have children that need saving.
Yes, but I have.
You can turn into a dog or you can get hit by
I have
fire.
something else that binds me.
You have 2 choices here.
That
You
would be
save the
convenient.
children or you kill the children. If you what is it? What did if they're not with us, they're against us.
That's the kind of party we run here. Just to say, get the fuck out.
You could save the children.
But I have other ways I can save the children.
Then do it.
That's what I'm doing. But you're interrupting me.
Do it.
Do I have any guidance on which direction to go?
There's no guidance right
No.
Stop relying on drugs and do rely on
Yeah.
good old fashioned magic.
Leave the peyote out of this. Follow your sniffer.
Get your roll survival.
Survival.
You don't want to transform into a dog, transform into something else.
Transform into
The 6.
6. Yeah, you are not. The footprints are back and forth, but even with the 6, you can see these 2 heavy drag lines.
That's an 11 plus. What am I doing?
Survival.
Very long.
Yeah. So my brain's not working for so 13.
13. You can see that more of the footprints seem to be leading into the cave towards the left, or sorry, more of the footprints seem to be leading to the left-hand side, as well as the drag marks that you see on the ground, the slightly spaced ones that are also going to the left-hand side.
Then these are the drag marks that appear to be the same drag marks that were at the other end of the cave when we went in, or did when we went in where I collapsed
Wait a
everything.
second. I think I
Just
made
the drag
I
marks.
think I kitty coded myself. Hold on. Sorry, you don't see. My mistake. You didn't see them in that one. As
Okay.
you come to the corridor, you see them going by. My mistake.
Okay.
I've had us coming in another way. My apologies.
So. Do we follow the drag marks? I guess that's the. Last time I led the way, I caved in and.
Well, it would make sense that those drag marks are probably as wide as the cages are.
Well, the cages are still there though. The cages are still in the back of the room.
Maybe there's
Well,
more.
those cages are.
Fair
I don't know
point.
how many cages they have.
Fair point. Good point.
And the children aren't here, so there must be somewhere.
Let's do it. Let's start. I guess. Follow
So left or right?
the drag marks go left.
They go left and right.
Oh shit.
For long.
Do I have any of my senses left from being a dog?
No.
No.
It's your human stuff or your elves stuff.
But that's fine if you don't want to save the children. We'll figure something out.
Okay, we just have a fairly good sense of smell there. Not technically dogs.
She's not buying it. I don't think she's buying what you're selling here. So what? We have to make a choice. We have to do something. We can't just sit here and think about what we're gonna do.
Can we split up?
No, that's not a thing. I mean, I'm not splitting up. I'm sticking with the tall guy. So you can do whatever you want at this point.
I think for survival, I'll have to stay with you.
Frank looks over and says, "Splitting up would be a mistake."
We never split the party. Okay. I'll learn that one.
First rule of D&D, don't split the party. Second rule of D&D, don't get on the boat. Third rule of D&D, don't give the DM ideas.
First rule.
I say forget that last one.
Don't split the party. Made that mistake the first time I played D&D. Ended up in a well full of zombies.
And you died alone though.
Well, those zombies were there.
What?
I mean, there's lots
Yeah, I
of
wasn't
zombies.
alone. There's definitely zombies.
And they lived on.
Yeah.
So, left or right?
Left.
Left.
You're
Okay.
going left. I'm down the left already. I'm
Maybe
going. I'm not
it's
waiting.
like-
Yes, I guess we're going left.
As you
When
guys,
this goes south, then we know who to blame.
Clearly not the lady who caved in the entrance downstairs.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Don't talk about
Roll
that.
perception.
7.
7. Okay, as you are going forward, you guys travel about 90, 100 feet before your dark vision at 60 feet picks up the cavern opening up into a smaller or into a larger area. As you get close enough, you can see that it spreads out into 3 other separate caves. And how far are you behind, Ravim? I gotta know because you have a torch. Are you keeping her in the out of the 40 feet range for her dark vision?
Yeah, just enough that I'll move up so that I can catch her in the torchlight, and then the next round I'll let her move outside of it.
Gotcha.
So we just sort of bounce enough that she's just on the outskirts of it. And
Sounds good. Gotcha. And that's what you see in 60 feet.
Are there any markings on the ground?
There are those 2 lines still progressing forward, and other footprints that seem to be all over the place.
So they don't go particularly one way or the other.
You can't really tell the boat, but there's definitely lots of traffic.
Are there paw prints on the ground? Do you see dog tracks?
You see the odd dog track.
And there's 3, so there's 3. There are 3 options, essentially. And these drag marks go down all 3?
You're not sure, you're not quite far. You can't really tell. You see that they can enter the room, but you're not sure where they go. You might have to enter the room to see good enough. Or
you
have
might
someone
have to walk
else.
into the ambush to find it.
Or you might have someone else take a peek over your shoulder. Did Nonny want to take a look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course she does.
Alright.
She's not
Roll perception.
afraid of it. And it's not good though.
What is it?
It is a +2.
Okay, you're not quite sure. You can go in the room, and at that point, you seem to lose track of them. Did you guys roll perception?
19.
Oh, 20. Boom.
I see darkness.
It's the wisp back.
19 and 20. Ravim, you're too far back. This is not something out of the range of the torchlight. You guys can see two
22,
forms.
actually.
Okay, you guys can see two forms moving in the darkness inside that room.
I'm gonna squint and see if I can make out what they are.
They look small,
Like a-
short, like a
Mhm.
goblin.
Like a goblin?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or a small child.
I was
You don't know.
You don't hear the clanking of chains or anything like that.
So they're goblins.
So it would appear.
Murder
Well-
them and find out.
I have no weapons at this point because I was just dogs, so.
If you had any weapons on you when you transformed, they would have been there when you came back.
Okay.
I'm just saying that you were forced to remain in dog form for a very extended period of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I do still have my.
Yeah. So if you came back, all your equipment would be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, magic.
That's the way it works.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to. So where's stealth? Oh yeah, can I like?
Can you sneak?
Yeah.
Can I sneak?
Absolutely. Roll a stealth check, please.
Oh, stealth dex. So 19.
19.
Oh, up there.
For a chip.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's saving throw. Sorry. My bad.
So it's 19.
19.
Very nice. Nonny, roll perception. Oh, sorry, what was your perception? That you rolled?
22.
22, okay. You see her as she kind of moves up against the wall and moves closer and closer. Now, Ravim, she begins to move out of the firelight again. Nonny, you are in the darkness with her, and you can see ahead. You see those two forms moving ahead as well. What are you doing?
How far is he behind me?
40 feet.
Can
And
I?
not stopping because I have not.
Can I alert him to goblins without alerting goblins to him?
You will most certainly try. So, Nonny, you see, where are you at? You see,
I am. Wait, where am I? Am I between you two?
Yeah, I'm sneaking up on the guy.
yeah, you guys
I'm
were
near
neck
the
and neck,
doorway.
and then you were now, the doorway's about 30 feet away at this point.
We have a map.
She's
Well,
stealthing.
it's right down
So she's
here.
stealthing
I
her
left
way
it up here
in.
for a reason.
He's behind me, and I'm going to attempt to alert him to danger without.
Using words. It sure is.
without-
Jekyll. It's a
Am I within his light? I guess is the thing. Can you
Yeah,
see me?
sure.
Because could I just be like, no,
Hand
negative,
signals.
abort
Yes,
mission.
yeah, you know that I'm sort of keeping you guys right at the edge of the torchlight, so if you stop,
Okay.
you
I'm
come
coming
into the torchlight.
torchlight. Okay.
Yeah, so something like, it's Nonny. He would be up with you, Nonny.
Yeah.
And you would be in the back there somewhere.
Can never forget about Frank. Also, we left that crying lady behind.
Yes.
We
Yeah,
just
well,
did.
he was
I
there.
was wondering
We
how
made
long
the
this
whole-
You did.
She went home.
No, I thought about it a couple of times and then I don't want to deal with that anymore.
Yeah,
It's too much for me. I gotta save the children now.
it's like, I don't want to say anything, because that sort of brings everything else in. And she's a
Let's just pretend she
liability.
went home because
She
she
was
Something like
grief stricken.
We just set her outside the cave and said, if your son's here, we'll bring him back to you.
Yeah.
If you see anything, run.
that. Okay, so
And our 2-hour lunch break is taking some time.
Yeah, is our party worried about us? About them yet?
No. Well, they might be worried about me. They're not worried about him. He can handle his own. I'm the one who
Oh
makes
yeah,
the
they have
food.
goblins too in here
yeah, at some point.
at some point.
At some point. So you make your way to the mouth of the opening.
And where are goblin people?
You see them move about and they move to the side again.
shadows. So they're somewhere in there, but we're not sure where.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm obviously going to make some sort of gesture that looks like a goblin. I don't know what. I guess I don't know they're goblins, do I? It's just movements in the dark.
Depends what your assumptions are.
I'm just gonna indicate that there's something ahead of us and to be quiet. That's it. That's all.
That's easy enough to indicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something over there. Don't make noise. Run.
Frank.
I just need you to know what my signs are here. This means run.
Frank draws his sword. Ravim, you're about 40 feet away. You catch that.
I guess I will draw my sword as well.
Frying pan at the ready.
I have a spear.
Okay.
Just slinking along in the dark with my spear.
Are we all stealthing now? Is that what we're doing?
It's got one stealth so far.
We're all stealthing. I'm gonna attempt to stealth.
I think.
Frank and I could walk quietly, but we're sort of stuck in the middle of torchlight.
Yeah, they're gonna see you.
Yeah.
They're gonna see you guys coming.
We can use them as a distraction. Because if they're looking at the light, I can like.
You're 60 feet. Oh, you are 30 feet away from them right now. 20 feet, I guess. And they can't see you. Frank also can't see you. Nonny can see you, but you're about to go out of line of sight with her.
Well, that's not helpful.
You have a choice to make.
Huh?
You have a choice to make.
I think I'm gonna continue to sneak with the hope of somehow trying to get behind them.
You're moving at half speed because you're sneaking. Keep your sneak so you can move 3 squares.
Okay. Like 3 little ones?
Yeah.
Oh, the big squares. Yeah, there's 4. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
3 1-inch squares.
Now I'll get your roll perception.
Ooh, nice. 24.
Okay, 24 is huge.
Proficient in
You're
perception.
gonna see
And
some
now-
stuff. You're about to see some stuff.
Yeah, you're about to see something happen here.
Uh-oh.
He's getting me. He's picking up to me.
The amount of things that they'll just.
No, I'm just screwing with you now.
Just kidding. It's just one.
You do as well.
1 and 1 and 1.
And 20.
And surprise.
This one's over here. That's what you see as they.
So they're on either side of me. Can they see me?
They cannot. It doesn't appear that they can see you, and you can see them move out. And now we're going to go into initiative. So everybody, roll for initiative.
13.
Plus your.
Oh.
It's not.
I got 7.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'5", I think.
Okay.
Both in the game.
Are we going by height again?
I believe so.
Okay, let's
I'm going
do that.
first.
I have 15.
Ravim?
I said I'm going first with the 23.
Hey, there you go.
And I got 7.
Now the real question is, how tall is Frank?
Yeah, how tall is Frank?
Frank's a big one. He's one of those born and bred Delronian humans. He's
Is
big.
he
It's like you
handsome?
can think about Nordic, standard Nordic barbarian human. That's his
5'8".
size. I put him more at about 6'3". And
Nothing.
you guys,
Blonde.
all right.
Blue eyes.
Catchphrase.
Beard. Catchphrase! There are 3 about one. Insert thing I hate here.
2. TBD.
TBD. Heidi and I went to the drive last night and watched a movie called
Free Guy.
Have you heard of this? The Ryan Reynolds?
Haven't heard it.
It's a video.
Haven't seen
Anyway,
it though.
part of it is that like there's this whole, I don't want to ruin anything because you're gonna watch it, but there's a video game character that they drop into a video game unfinished.
Okay.
And he walks up and he's like, something catchphrase, because they had just put that in, like programmed that in, and then he's like, there's 3 things that I hate about this. 1, whatever it is. 2, TBD. 3.
It was good, yeah.
That
like
sounds
that
like the
one.
Deadpool 8.
It actually was a pretty good video, honestly. Anyway.
I was too tired to figure the second one, to be honest. I'm not sure.
I thought it was good.
It was good, but
They had a Bob Who.
they did have a Bob Who.
I don't remember. Ravim, who's your turn? Actually, sorry, I would say there's a surprise round. I forgot about that. With your stealth of huge, you have a surprise round.
I don't know what that
It
means.
means that you get
Do you know
You
what
get to move
actually-
before.
what you want to do.
I need perceptions from you guys as well again. Oh, Georgia, Frank already rolled his and it was horrible.
14.
Okay,
20.
20? Alright, so. Alright, Ravim, you. So there's only one surprise round then, and it's only for you. So you have one action, or a move and an action. If you choose to do anything at all.
Can I try and do a little tuck and roll and make it into this hallway?
You can move 3 squares, but you got to make sure you're kind of close to the wall. You got to be close to something to kind of
Okay,
crouch
can
down
I
behind
go?
yourself.
Can I like try to sneak up on this one and like give it a whack?
He is within 3 squares, absolutely.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So move over 2 squares to him, diagonally, yep, and roll your attack. And roll with advantage.
I don't think you need it, but go ahead.
Okay,
You might just roll 20.
I rolled 18. Yeah, so 18.
There you go. So you have, what would you say your weapon was?
I have a spear.
Spear, okay.
Yeah, but I don't have down here what they are for
And are
hits.
you two-handing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna give a good.
Okay, so when your attack was, you roll your attack, please.
Is that a d6?
What was the
Oh my
18
god,
plus-
I'm totally
18.
off here. That's right. The 18 was usually, I was looking at the 4.
Yeah.
D8.
Yep, D8, and then roll and add your. Roll,
Not my strength.
Add your dex, because yeah, that's where you're going to be putting that at.
Oh, 9.
Yeah. You catch him
Good.
out of the darkness. You catch him right in the neck as you see him. He's about to move out into the opening, and he catches him off guard, and his eyes look at you for a moment, and then they gloss over in the darkness, and he slumps down on your sword, on your spear, taking your spear head down to the ground. And you hear from the other side somebody holler out in a language you're not quite sure of.
It's gobblish.
It's gobblish. Is that what it's called? Gobblish?
Gobblish.
Yeah.
According to Zach, that is exactly what that's called.
That's
Gobblish.
great.
Top of the round. Rav.
Do I hear this commotion?
Yeah, you hear the.
Followed by which sounds a lot like his friend Ryan.
Strangely, almost similar.
grave, little one. Are you tall? What are you?
He's tall.
What is he?
Human.
You're a human. That's too bad.
Too bad? Why is that too bad?
I don't know.
It sucks to be you, man.
Hey, you write that down. You find humans sexually distasteful.
They're gross.
It's canon now. Careful what you say. I just might make it canon. Hey, you don't like humans.
They're boring.
Humans are boring?
Boring.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of makes sense for an elf. So. I feel like
I'm kind of with Nonny on this. I like her better as a dog.
I like her better as a dog. I'm gonna be honest. And the fact that she won't turn herself into a dog to save the kids is pretty fucking
Selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Mhm. Mhm.
Hey, you put this on yourself.
I got my reasons.
You also
And we have ours.
You also talked a little bit of shit there at the beginning.
What'd I say?
Something about I probably shouldn't have
That's
asked these people for help.
Yeah. I love the haughty elf routine. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nonny's nuts, but she can hold a grudge. Just remember that.
That's what dwarves do.
And also, you still might be a baby killer. We're not sure. I know you,
TBD.
I know you will turn into a dog to save a baby, so like.
Alright, and
You don't
now
say
that-
it to me.
Yeah, if you don't save them, you've killed them, essentially.
Alright, so you moved up, Ravim?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't move.
Roll perception now that you're up there, please. Since you have your torch out.
20.
20? Okay. You can, when your torch is out, you can see damn near everything. You can see the two lines get dragged off into the cavern in the middle of the three.
Okay.
You can also see a glimmer of steel, of a blade of a scimitar just around the corner on your left hand side, about 15 feet away. You can
Goblins and
also,
goblin kabagla on the end of the spear.
yes,
Dog
exactly.
kebabs. I have cooked those before, just so you know. Dog kebabs.
Oh,
In game, sometime. At the previous game.
Well,
right?
you know,
There you go.
I also happen to enjoy eating goblins in my free time.
Okay, good to know.
Is that game?
Snacks.
Was that what the sausage was?
We're not gonna talk about it.
There's a reason why I
Love.
didn't eat any.
The only ingredient you need to know is love. And the occasional saffron.
Certainly adds.
What is the significance of the saffron?
It's very expensive.
Oh, okay.
It's also how I bought my way onto the team. Really good.
By using my saffron to cook.
It was given to me, thank you very much. And it's not your saffron.
Yes, it is.
It's not your saffron. Everyone's saffron. It was gifted to me. A very small dragon pinch.
Oops. Made a mistake on the creatures in Legends Gauntlet the other day.
Let's get a roll talk.
What's done is done.
Yep, that's right. It was magic. So, Ravim, you move up. There you are.
I double moved. I can't do much.
Oh, sorry, double moved. My mistake. I didn't hear that. Okay, perfect. Next up. That's where we go. Okay. Okay. Ravim.
See,
Arrow out of the darkness comes streaking towards you. It's going to hit.
then it hits.
Okay. Just want to make sure. As it look at that. Minimum damage.
Yay.
Oh,
Blade blaze for 13.
Okay, so that's 2 points
Yay.
of piercing damage. As it comes by, it just drifts across by your neck and cuts you on the neck. This is terrible.
And then hits poor Frank, who's back here in the dark.
Frank.
Technically, that's line of fire right there.
Galen,
What?
your turn. Sorry, not Galen, Geillis.
That's okay. That's
Oh, it's gonna take me a while. Sometimes some names it takes me a while to get used to. Ask Zach.
I'm gonna move towards him.
Yep. Close distance.
Yeah, close distance.
Sometimes the names they choose don't have them.
Yeah.
They're not real names.
I'm gonna take another good two-handed jab.
Roll the attack.
That's plus dex again, so 13
+2.
plus 2.
Because you're trained
Oh, I
with
think.
weapon.
What?
Yep. It's
Because
gonna
you're
be.
trained with
So I'm
weapons.
proficient with it.
Yes.
So it's
It's gonna be whatever your dice roll is +4.
okay, so 15.
15 just gets in past his very shy armor and catches him in the chest. Roll your damage. D8, please.
6.
Plus your bonuses, which is enough because he only has 7 hit points. And you catch him in the shoulder, catching maybe one of his lungs, breaking a collarbone, and he crumples again. You hear him squeal out as he fades into darkness.
Let out a little laugh because sometimes I'm crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I laugh a little bit every time I kill somebody. More like a
Okay, so it's just like
That's not really laugh. That was weird. I don't know what just happened there. I'm uncomfortable.
it's like a weird, quiet thing.
yeah.
Okay, Ravim, roll perception. Oh,
I don't hear the crazy
you
lady.
don't hear the crazy thing at all.
Oh, that's good.
I've seen that. That's awesome.
What did you roll?
3 plus.
So
No.
nobody heard that. Nobody heard
Nobody
my
heard
little.
Alright.
Didn't hear it this time.
Nonny, in the back.
Bring that
You
through.
hear all that happen.
Second crazy lady.
No, she didn't hear me. She was way too
Nope.
far away.
Yeah, you didn't hear that, but you hear all the combat happening.
See, I don't know
I
you're
see
crazy.
this.
I know she's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally crazy.
And Ravim, you still have a torch?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah, as soon as you guys make 1 5-foot move over, you'll be able to see all this once you start moving it. So I forget. Frank's.
Oh, does Frank go first before me?
No, your AC's actually your dex is bigger than Frank's probably.
I'm gonna move up here with Ravim. And I'm just gonna kinda eyeball
They don't look like children.
what's happening here.
You see,
Also, I'm not sure about this one.
Yeah, he's dead.
yep, you see 2 goblins bleeding out on the ground. Both of them, their death throes grasping at their neck and their upper torso. You can see. Roll perception.
It's
20.
You can see a smile on, like a half smile on Geillis' face as she's pulling the spear back up out of the throat. It goes, oh,
slowly with knife.
there you go. As he moves up as well for his turn, but that's not important.
So then they're all just standing there looking at me.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I'm aware that there's something else down the hallway firing arrows.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
The arrow came from him.
That's a whole thing that's happening. We're all just hanging out. Well, I'm standing behind you, to be fair. I was smart. I was like, I'm not going
Yeah,
in there.
it hasn't come back around to my turn, so and no one's really questioned what else is going on.
I thought he was putting it here.
To be honest, I just think she's shifty.
Well, that's besides the point.
It's not though. When you're trying to save the children, you're walking around with a baby murderer. Yeah, so I'm gonna give Geillis, that's how you say it?
Yeah.
She gets a shifty eye from Nonny. Little narrowing of the eyeballs.
Melanie. Is that your actual name?
Nonny.
What?
Nonny. Where'd you get Melanie
You
from?
said Melanie.
I definitely didn't.
You heard that.
No, I definitely didn't.
It's not.
Her name is
You
Nonny.
said Melanie though.
No, I definitely didn't.
Okay, well.
Well, welcome to the game, ladies. Welcome to the
I
game.
could have sworn you said Melanie.
Who's Melanie?
That's why I was like, is that your actual name?
No, her actual name is Asta.
Oh, I like that. That's very,
Regal.
yeah.
Except
It was the name of the people in the book I read too. They really asked to. Anyway, it's a good book if you want to read it.
I was delivered about 50 pounds of books today, so I'm gonna be busy for a while. Baker actually brought me over a bunch, but I asked him if I could borrow a book, and he's like, I made you a care text. Because now that I don't smoke, I'm trying to find things to do with my free time. So I said, I need some new books. And he literally showed up with a big reusable grocery bag full of books and was like, here you go. It's like 50 pounds of books. So, but maybe when I'm done all of those. I mean, I can't go any further.
You can double move if you like. Move up another 25 feet.
Do you want to stand next to me?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Don't know. No.
Your perception is big enough. You do notice that the marks in the ground extend into the cave in the middle.
I'm gonna stay behind Ravim, I think.
Okay, sounds good.
I feel like that's.
Frank is gonna kind of. I think he moves 30, and he's gonna stay right there, ready in action. And Geillis.
I'm gonna take off down the corridor. I'm gonna
With
lead the pack through
okay.
because that's where the marks go, right?
Certainly. Move you are 30 feet down there. So you are right here.
Oh, each one's 5, yeah.
Yeah. There and
Well, Papa Lady's about to die.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Remember, I can only move 25 feet, so it's gonna take me a while to get to you.
There's also the sign of don't split the party.
You're just back there. You catch up.
You said that.
I'm against the wall, by the way. I'm
certainly.
stealthing a little. Oh yeah, y'all think I'm crazy, but I found a gauge.
No, we know you're crazy. Or we're fairly certain that you're crazy. We don't know anything.
You just don't know what kind of crazy.
We're fairly certain that you're
The
crazy.
jury's still out.
You see 2 cages there.
But crazy knows crazy. Crazy recognizes crazy, okay? So, I'm just not sure what your motives are here. So,
What your flavor of crazy is.
right. Is it evil crazy? Do you kill children crazy? Or,
What was your perception again, sir?
oh lord.
My perception?
Did I ask you for one?
It was like 23.
Yeah,
I think I rolled a high.
That was a while ago though.
Yeah.
well, that's
roll
true.
another one for me, please. Now that you're entering this new area.
11. Because I guess I have pretty high.
11.
Is 11 not so good? Right?
11?
Low.
You can see back here there are 2 forms, one taller
Oh god.
than the other, and they're kind of crouched behind. You can see kind of how he's crouched, he looks taller, behind these cages. And in these cages, in one of the cages, you can see 2 dragonborn and a halfling. The other cage seems to be stuffed with hay or some sort of material, maybe some clothing, scraps of something. And that was your 30 feet.
Yeah.
So you can move another 30 feet or do something else.
I'm gonna move back towards the party, like 30 feet.
Okay, you're gonna come up, you get to
Can I do that?
see that. I would say you have 60 feet. Dark vision, 10, 20, 30, 40. About here, you would notice all this. So I say you can, you'd have another 10 feet on your first move,
Okay.
and you still have your second move. If you dash for another 30 feet.
So I have 40 total.
Yeah, if you want to move all the way back there.
2, 3, 4. Right now. 6, 7, 8. That would be 40 feet.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to tell them that I've seen the two cages, one with 2 dragonborn and the halfling child.
Okay.
Was that all you saw? Just the cages with children?
And the 2 people crouched behind them.
The only thing I care to see.
Yeah. If you only tell us about the children,
We only know about the children.
Oh, right, yeah.
the
Okay.
crazy one rushes off thinking the children need help. And gets
Crazy
ambushed.
one's doing that anyway. You know that, right?
Okay, yeah, sorry, there's the cage.
Kids are over there, everybody runs. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the 3 guys hiding.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention.
Right.
All the
Oh,
people
well,
that tried
now that you're dead.
You didn't let me get there, you just... Too much of a hurry.
No, come on. What's that, guys? Okay, move back. Then we move to the top of the list. Ravim. You missed something? Sorry.
No, just Nonny's like
She's getting ready to go.
Yeah,
trying to claw her way in between them to get through.
it's just so much meat in front of
So many large creatures in my way.
How tall are you?
4 foot.
Okay.
4 foot 1, I believe.
Yeah, you're 4'1". Shorty.
Mm-hmm.
You move up.
The tallest one in my family.
You still can't quite see. You can see to about there, but you
Yep.
just see it opening up slightly. Okay, and then we go. I didn't
But I'm gonna have to
finish.
press myself up against the wall and make myself harder to hit. Because I am expecting more errors.
Oh yeah. I would say puts you at a slight disadvantage for getting up early, but if you were to go here, it would give you a +2 to your you get half cover for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, make sure you add half cover to your stuff. Now that you have the half cover, you go right there. And so let me just get you. Oh, I got it right there. So another arrow is going to come down, and it's going to hit you. Even with just as you're ducking out of the way into the soft cover there, it catches you with a 19.
Yeah. I'll take it.
So I'll send that for. That would be 5 points.
I thought he said 19 damage for a second. I was like,
Oh.
wait, what the hell is
Oh,
happening
no.
here? Because that is my entire hit points maximum. And he did.
That's what I thought you meant too.
Yeah, took me a second.
I'm
Sorry.
like, oh man.
I was too
You said
busy.
5?
Yes, 5.
Okay.
As another arrow comes flying by and skitters off the cavern wall just above your head.
Oh, Frank. It's hit again.
And next up, Geillis. No, sorry. Who's that right there? No. Who's that guy?
Frank?
Frank the tank.
Where did Frank? No, Frank's down here. Maybe that's goblins. That's Geillis down there. Now, Geillis, you roll. What did you roll for your initiative? It was
13.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's Geillis. You're up.
Okay. I'm going to try to
Yeah. Oh, fuck that.
get into this cavern so I'm out of the line of fire. Can I do that?
Yeah. I put your turn at the end last time because I thought you were down there, but you act much sooner than that. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay, well, good thing anyway because the goblins didn't get a turn, so it equals out on both sides.
So yeah, I'm gonna So how many feet? I think it was 60.
6. Yeah.
1, 2. So like even just there is good because I'm out of the range.
You hear floom as an arrow shoots by. You can hear it whoosh through the air and snap off the wall in front of you or across the way from you.
Why have a sling? Like, is that like a?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you call that?
That's a slang.
That's a sling.
Yep. There's another word for it. Maybe not. Okay. So do I have ammunition with that? So I'm gonna fire back.
Your sling, I think, range is very poor.
Okay. Then never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would be at a disadvantage.
Okay. I don't know. Do I have? So I can cast spells, right? Because
You
I'm
can
a
try some
druid.
spells to cast.
You can also transform into a dog and attack.
No, I'm not. Get the dog thing out of your head. I don't know my spells though. Is the only
They're
thing.
just trying to save the kids.
Do I have them in here?
Should be. Yeah.
These?
I think. I can't remember exactly how druids work. They can just cast whatever they want in their list no matter what.
Yeah, so a druid can pick wisdom modifier plus druid level, minimum of 1. You can pick however many and use spell slots accordingly.
Can I
So-
throw fire at them?
Fairy fire, yeah, what that does actually lights up the whole area over here, which would be a really, really good thing.
Yeah. So these
Also,
are-
it gives advantage.
Yeah, is that
Assuming she's level 1,
Yeah.
you know 2 cantrips and can cast 2 first level spells.
Yes, you want to cast fairy fire. I should have the range on there too. I think it's seen. I've seen.
I want to say.
Yeah. 60 feet.
60 feet. Let's see, 10, 20, 60. If you get here, you'll get them all, I believe. It's a radius, and they have to make a dex save or something.
Yeah.
I'm
Dex
looking it up
13.
here in a second.
Yeah.
Save
Big, small. Okay. The taller one saves, the smaller one fails. He gets this glittering coating all over his body, and he's really, really easy to see. And you can, now that the area is lit up, I think it's in dull light.
So, each object within a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in a blue, green, or violet light.
Perfect.
Your choice. Any creature in the area within the spell is also outlined if it fails the dex save. For the duration, objects and creatures that fail shimmer dim light for 10 feet.
Okay. So the whole area back here lights up. You guys can see everything, especially this little goblin behind here that's glowing.
He has any attacks against him has advantage.
That's right. Good. Yeah, so you kind of peek around the corner. You harness your druidic magic and you cast your spell. Your fairy fire blasts down the hallway. You can kind of see it kind of pulsating against the cavern. The irregular shadows cast off left and right as it pulsates all the way down and blasts, fills the entire end of the cavern. Excellent. And it was within 20 feet. We said it could reach
20-foot cube.
So the children are
Okay,
going too?
So he needs,
Yeah,
he
that's
fails
the
also. Oh yeah, well, children will definitely,
Good dog.
one passes, one fails, and this is for the he fails as well. So one of the dragonborn children and the other halfling child really lighten up. And then we move to the goblins. I think I already had the goblins go, however, because I messed up the order there. And then I realized what was happening. So the goblins did get the move. Because he shot off another arrow against you, Ravim. That was their thing.
Yeah.
He held the attack over there and shot at you for his move. Good. So we'll skip them for now. Nonny, it's your turn.
Okay.
You see this now. You can see it all the way down
I
this
see
board.
stuff. I see children.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have questions.
Yes.
Do either of those goblins laying on the ground have anything? Do they have shields? Do either of them have shields?
I believe. I will check.
They are shields.
Yeah, well, that was the other option.
They are wielding shields. Yes, they are.
Okay. I had another question, but the fairy fire really kind of distracted me, and I don't remember what it was. So Nonny blows past our friend Frank here as fast as a 300-year-old 4-foot dwarf can blow past someone.
Just barreling.
Leap around.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's good. She's gonna gather the shield.
Okay, you
From
tear the shield off his arm.
rip it off his arm, take his arm with.
Roll the athletics, please.
Oh, that's not good. What's athletics?
It was strength based.
I'm glad you're here. 10.
10. All right, you kind
Glad
of
you're here because he says you're trying to look for stuff.
you pick it up, you shake it off his arm a little bit. You have to smash him against the wall once, but his arm comes loose and you got the shield.
And then I'm gonna do a second. So I moved 20. Do I get the extra 5 from my 25 and then
Oh, yeah, you
25
can-
on top of that?
If you want to do the dash action.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna keep going. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to move 2 more squares. And now I'm just standing in the middle, screaming.
That's fine. Just screaming?
Just yelling.
Or were you screaming for some purpose? You see these children, you see
I'm
a
children. No, I don't. No real. Just
No battle cry, just a loud
just
yell.
reminding me that you're a barbarian.
Oh, do I have something involved there?
You know, like raging.
Bonus action.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I'm
No,
not.
no,
We're
okay,
not
just
there
want-
yet.
just
We're
want to
not
make
there
sure.
yet.
Okay, alright, okay. Because it's a bonus action, you can rage this turn and run it next turn kind of thing. If you're setting it up to do a run and attack kind of deal. Hold on, but maybe not. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, you're a very good barbarian. And you can only move 25
I'm
feet,
not
you
there
can't
yet.
reach them.
I'm not there yet.
This guy's lit up in color though. He failed his save. You can reach him next turn. You can see him, so I mean,
That's true.
you can reach him and attack him if you wanted to set that up for next turn. It's
Then yes, let's reach. That's a good idea.
sounds good. Making sure you're using your action economy right, because one mistake at a level 2 character, like not raging on the right turn, could affect your bonus action attack.
And could make me dead.
Exactly. It's been leading
The
one way.
other,
Yes.
other benefit is it also gives you
Resistance.
resistance
That's
to
a good
damage
Good
when
point.
you get shot 3
Good
times.
point. Good. Yes.
So, you're going to rage?
Yes.
Alright, now do you want to move in, rage, gotcha. Frying pan in hand?
Frying pan in hand.
That's what I want to see. Still dripping
Shield.
with blood.
Shield on my arm.
Okay, so it's going to take. I think it's an action to strap a shield on in combat.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's you can tear it off just for whatever, but it takes an action to strike
Swing it along. Throw it at him. Can I throw it at him?
Technically, yes.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Just
Wouldn't be
wing
the
it
first
out.
time. Alright, then we have Frank's gonna move up also.
Oh, Frank.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Running after Nonny here.
He's like, this bitch is crazy. Where are you going?
6, okay.
Protect the cloak.
He moves 6.
No, she's still got sausages in her pockets.
You have another 5 feet up here.
Maybe.
You can move another 5 feet.
Okay.
Because if he moves 6 to there, you would have a little bit. Well, maybe my math is wrong. That's okay. He moves up to there, and since you're so far ahead, he said you're not raging yet, so you're not doing anything crazy. He's gonna move up ahead of you.
I'm so glad we brought Frank. God bless Frank.
He's a red shirt, you know?
He's one of my favorites.
He's the only one that survives too,
He's-
I think.
He's the one that I snuggled up to in the caravan.
Oh.
Way to make that weird, honey.
You said you snuggled up to him.
Yeah, because I'm a 300-year-old dwarf, and like there's a long wagon ride.
Well, you know what fills the time.
So he runs up in front of you and he looks back and he says, don't leave yourself open to attack. Lesson 1. And he kind of holds up his shield in front of you. As he exhales and waits for
Gets
the
pelted.
And then dies.
Runs to attack.
Exhales forever.
We'll try not to forget you, Dave.
Rough. That's rough.
And back to the top with Ravim.
I'm gonna have to
Fireball
roll.
on him.
Yes, of course.
You're using what?
Fireball. Magic spell.
Continue.
I hit him for 1.
What was the total attack?
23, 25.
That's more than sufficient, yes.
Yeah.
As it hits him on the shoulder, and he it's like he cares about the clothes he's wearing, and he gets it out really, really fast. 2 points, you said?
1.
Whoa, okay, 1 point.
I was going for accuracy, not damage.
That's right, there are children between you and that guy. Accuracy better be your priority. Or you might get a frying pan to the side of the head.
Yeah.
Nonny is not opposed.
I have to be very careful with my targets.
Yeah.
I've seen what happens to the people on the receiving end of those frying
Actually,
pans.
doesn't see that, do we?
Did you see the frying pan? Did you see the picture of my...
Oh, yeah, that's
No.
right. Oh, you didn't see us.
Oh, I gotta show you.
How did it come
Okay,
to
show me
be
the picture
that
before something happens here.
Just because you're a cook.
She's a cook. It's just, I honestly don't know. I just thought it'd be really funny to have a grandma that was a barbarian and was like, you know, healing boo-boos, but also just like
Butchering
railing
people
on
with
people with a
frying pan.
frying pan.
Not to mention, it's a great connection to one of the gods. She's very caring, and things happen to people when you devote your life to that particular god. And
Oh, that's what it was. You know, there's not actually nice down there. So that's the miniature that my friend Alan painted for me.
Can I get a hitting?
yeah,
And he
he's
turned
taking it away
the
from
battle
you.
axe into a big old frying pan, but I love it because it's not like a perfect frying pan. Like it's clearly been beat to snot.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
I
look-
noticed
yes,
that.
You might
yeah.
have to replay it, but if you look at it, like it's clearly been beat to
That's
shit.
dense.
So it's hit some like metal helmets and you know
So good.
bounced off some armor plating
It's still
somewhere,
cooking egg.
and
Perfectly.
still cooks the perfect.
Definitely cast iron.
Yeah.
Oh, of
And
course.
still
of course.
cooks the perfect saffron sausages.
Alright. Geillis, it's your turn.
I'm thinking that woman's crazy. She's just barreling down the hallway.
hide my crazy.
We try to go a little stealthy, and she's just like. So I'll bring up the rear.
Oh, I'm
I'll
talking
move
about stealthy. I was just
Go
trying not to
ahead,
get shot by arrows.
I wasn't worried. If they didn't have a shield, I was about to pick up a goblin and start running. I'm not gonna lie.
You move in behind Ravim.
I do. I don't want to be out by myself, just in case somebody decides to
Oh, makes sense.
bring up the rear.
Poor Frank. This is a human meat shield
For all
now.
of us, yeah. So, okay.
As to be the fate of
Is
all
moving my only
NPCs.
action, or do I have? Can I do something else?
You have a move and an action.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be attacking or
Casting spells.
investigating, casting spells, holding an action.
Sitting down, laying down.
Taking a nap.
Anything.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
There. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think you can move one more set of feet. 5 foot in there.
Okay.
And then,
I'll move
yeah,
up this side.
You look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can kind of see the edge of this guy. You can use your sling.
Would my
to
sling
reach in.
reach far enough?
Sorry?
Would my sling get it?
Yeah, your sling will reach.
Alright, I will.
30 feet, isn't it?
I will whack him with my
And
sling.
nobody attacked him yet. You get advantage on this attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's advantage as long as they're glowing.
Oh, okay. It's not just the first one?
Yeah.
Perfect. And it lasts for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, so advantage. Yeah.
Yeah. So 11. Or 18.
Okay. 18 plus is going to hit.
Okay.
I think a sling is a D4. I think it's low balls.
Yeah.
I'm
One
not
of those
hoping
things
something like a
like-
D2 or something weird like that.
No.
D2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is that like
yeah,
a
some-
How does that work?
Sometimes.
Coin?
Yeah. 1 D2, it's a coin, yeah. Although I've seen some really cool D2 dice. It's just basically one square end and it's rounded, and then there's like another square. It's just kind of
I'll just have to roll one
so
way
weird.
or the other.
It has to go one way or the other.
One of my friends says D3.
There you go. Yeah, so they're all weird shapes. There's lots of
Yeah,
people.
so they have to.
I've seen tops that people use for dice. Just these big, heavy iron tops. And you just
1d4?
spin them.
Huh.
D4.
1d4.
Well, you count.
Oh, very nice.
1
Oh, never
plus.
mind.
Is there a plus?
Do I have a plus for it?
Yeah, it'd be your dex.
Yeah.
For it? Oh, my dex. So 3.
3 points on that guy over there. That goblin is the piece of rock you had in the sling catches him right in the ear, and you can see him pull his head back and crush his ear. No, goblin time. Alright, here's what I'm doing now. So this guy's gonna move in. Get in front right there. He's going to attack with his scimitar. Let's cock. That is a natural 19. Oh, poor Frank.
Oh no.
Frank gets slashed in the thigh with a scimitar. And then you see as, oh, poor Frank, as an arrow comes over the head of this smaller goblin from the roll knowledge nature. Very good.
9.
9,
15.
13,
Is it nature?
Yep.
17.
17. Okay, you're familiar. You've noticed it as a hobgoblin. As it stands up with its longbow, pulls it hard, lets it go, and it catches our dear friend Frank.
I mean,
Oh,
just reached out and slapped her. Is he dead?
he is not.
I will
But
not allow
he's got an arrow sticking out of his shoulder and a slash at his thigh. But he is holding on. He's holding up. I roll a 1 on the D8 for the damage. Oh, I forgot. It gets 2d6 martial advantage damage. And that's 2 6s. Frank goes down.
Can we intervene?
No.
Not yet.
Well, we can potentially save Frank.
So it's as the hobgoblin stands up and launches this arrow at Frank, the smaller goblin kind of attacks him at the same time, catching his attention, and he leaves his shield down slightly, and it catches him a little closer to the neck than he would have liked. And you guys can see him kind of grab for his neck just for an instant before he drops to the ground, convulsing. 2 6s. Look at that. That's why I roll my stats.
Stop bragging about killing our NPC.
Yeah, we like that one.
I know, I'm killing all your friends and all
You
your
kill
pets.
my dogs.
Make you guys loners, and you'll get that bar at the end of your life, don't worry.
Kind of a dog.
Then we won't be a dog.
You're refusing to be a dog, so you don't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
And the next person in line, Nonny. That's going to be a 21 to hit. Oh, another one. 1 damage. You take 2 points. You take 1 point because it's half, because it's you're not raging right now. Never mind. So it's 2
Yeah, she
points.
is.
She is, sorry. Okay, you are raging. Good. So you take.
We
1
had this
point.
conversation about her setting up for it,
That's right. We did.
and I said that the benefit of her raging at the end of the last turn was when she gets shot, she takes half the damage.
And half damage you take.
It's a true story.
I saved you all once on the difference.
Thanks.
Nonny, it is your turn.
Yes.
Go, French Dave.
Yeah, Dave. Let's go kill. Yeah. I'm gonna hurl myself over his body, and I'm going to smash that goblin with a frying pan. Oh, maybe not. 10.
He's glowing, so you have advantage.
Oh,
Yes, you do. Yes.
much better. That's a 19. So
Very nice.
23.
Oh, yes. You catch this little goblin right on his cranium.
What's your minimum damage?
What's my minimum damage?
Yeah.
While you're raging, I think it is like +6.
Yeah,
It's
plus 6.
And so, yeah, this
So
does
7.
literally instant kills every single one.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter.
He also took damage, so
That's true.
boom, he's down.
Yeah.
David been avenged.
Poor Dave.
Oh, that was Frank.
It is. It's the whole it's got the whole
That's the point. Well, once they're down, you don't even remember their name.
they're NPCs. I remember his name. I remember everyone's name. Every single child that I've ever
Fails to say.
that I've ever loved. Yes, actually, that I've ever loved.
Another frying pan clang echoes throughout the cavern.
You do have more movement if you so want.
Yeah, I was thinking that's probably a good idea. I'm gonna move up this. What to the? I can move to that cage basically.
You
This is
move
where
to
I can-
there.
Yeah.
Basically this one.
Might as well. Yeah, just tuck it over there somewhere.
Move it on up.
Moving on up.
Okay.
Oh, no, I can't. I used my action, didn't I? Because I should probably equip that shield that I'm carrying around with me, but too late now. Carry on.
See if he rolls a 1 for his death save. Nope, but it did fail it. You can hear it go as he's grabbing at his neck, blood spurting out everywhere. Your friend Frank. The one that you snuggled on the way.
It's not even him.
I would lose everything.
I have to save
Stop
him.
rubbing in and Dave's gonna die.
I have to save him.
Frank is gonna die.
I don't care about Tim's death rolls.
Save Frank.
Rav, you're up, my man.
I'm going to blitz him. And
Just jump right over his dead body.
He's not dead yet. He's not dead yet.
make attack and 14. It's the
14
top.
is a miss as he pops up out of there and catches the shield.
Do you get advantage on that?
Not this guy, he just
Oh,
got
he
saved.
wasn't one of the glowy guys. Okay.
And that was it. I only get the one attack.
He drops his bow, pulls out his long sword, and swings at you. What's his hit there? Right there. With a 16.
I'm going to use shield.
Alright, 16 as he swings down with the longsword. It bounces off the shield. You guys can see sparks fly out off of this magical shield that Ravim put in between himself and the hobgoblin's sword. And now it's the goblin's turn. This one's gonna. Oh yeah, there you go. Natural 20 on the athletics. Kind of does a goblin parkour over these 3 children in a cage. Lands right there.
Which path did he take?
Through this way. He didn't get in that kind of cover. And that's kind of really close. But he's a goblin. He rolled a natural 20 on that check. I'm gonna give it to him. Your shield is still up, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's come out again. Alright. As he slides in, you guys can see the color of the shield kind of change as the longsword hits and erupts with sparks. Kind of forms on the other side, anticipating the attack of the scimitar. It hits and sparks scatter across the ground. Miss Geillis is turning in. It's your turn, Geillis. Sorry.
It's okay. Is Frank dead?
Sorry?
Is Frank dead?
He's dying.
Can I use Cure Wounds spell to
Oh,
heal him?
hell yes you can.
Okay. I'd like to save Frank.
Okay, take a step closer to Frank.
I don't even think it's a touch the spell. Yeah.
It's not?
Yeah,
Oh,
it is a touch spell.
Oh,
Yeah, with the
okay.
range.
tell me how you're going to cure Frank with your magic. What happens?
Magical CPR.
Jessica Bridgens, no.
Licks the
Kick him
side
in
of
the
his
throat.
face.
Do I need like some sort of No, I'm just gonna.
Hand starts glowing as she slaps him.
Okay, no, I like the glowing hands thing, so I just kind of like put my hands together, and there's just like a light glowing between my fingers, and then I just reach down and put my hands on him, and the light travels into his body.
Frank needs an adult.
Stranger danger.
You can see the light kind of shimmer over his body and kind of focus where the arrow's sticking out of his neck and his collarbone. You can see the arrow begin to shimmy, and each side from each end kind of moves out of his body and falls to the ground. Roll a d8, please, for that.
4.
Okay.
Good enough.
He gets up 4 hit points. And he kind of grabs your hands as you do that. He kind of looks up at you and confused at first. And you're not sure if he's going to punch you in the face or not. then he kind of releases his grip on your hands. And he says, "Thank you."
I just nod at him. I'm like, yeah, you're welcome.
Then we recycle the goblins went first by mistake. Good. Nonny, you're up.
Nice flying as I call them. Cannot we? I can't flank. Never mind. Use two for our over.
Yeah, getting flanking position on him would be impossible.
That's fine. I'm just gonna go with flank.
I gave it to that tiny goblin
Because he fits into that little crevice.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
Good I'm not very,
There's
I'm not very
barely
big.
enough to call that
I'm
a
not very
square.
big either, to be fair.
I didn't even give him advantage either, because it just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
It just wasn't enough. It's
20 something.
yeah, you
You can
strike
roll
this
with
guy.
advantage because technically he is still glowing, but
Cool.
Yes.
yeah.
Very good.
So he's already taken some damage, Nonny, so your damage
He's actually
dice
up against the wall.
Yeah.
don't even
I
matter.
just golf swing with the frying pan
And it's-
straight at his head.
And it's just this splatter of goblin blood on the inside of the cavern wall. Just you can hear it, just like that. All
I don't even
over.
have to turn around to know what that sound.
Yeah.
And Frank stands up, his 15-foot move
To
speed.
be fair, she only used 5 feet of her movement,
Oh, can I do some goblin parkour?
or you can just walk
You
around.
can
Or just
most
walk around?
certainly try. I would say try it.
Yeah, I'm giving it a go. I'm gonna try and do some
Dwarven parkour.
just some old lady parkour. 16.
Oh
Plus-
yeah,
plus whatever that
absolutely.
was.
You move right over there for sure. You kind of put
Shawls flapping in the wind as I
the one hand up. You don't even do the whole it's all lower body. You put your hand on it, and it's just all your lower body. Your legs come up and drift right over, and you're landed right on that side.
Like a cat. You just sprung right over.
There's tunnel vision on this hobgoblin. And you are there. Okay. Very nice. And then it goes to Frank.
and she's gonna whisper to the children that it's gonna be okay. These tiny children and their thingies. Frank, get him.
Frank goes there.
Frank, move away.
And
Maybe don't do that.
Welcome on.
Frank's going to double move.
Not going to murder Frank.
He's going to grab the edge of that crate and he's going to haul it back 15 feet. So that crate's not there anymore. It's now back here. Bingo. There you go. That's what he's going to do. And then we go to the top of the round with Ravim.
And to murderize the hobgoblin. 19 to hit.
19 clangs off his shield just in time. Sorry? No, just gets in. My apologies. Did the math backwards. Just gets in past his shield.
For 6 damage.
6 points. He did not like that. He wasn't anticipating that little blade striking into his chest. Oh, it's his turn. Fantastic.
No, I think it's mine.
Yes, you're right. We're going to do that again.
Please murder him.
No, it's the hobgoblin's turn first, and then you go before the regular goblins.
Okay.
Yeah.
The hobgoblin's dead though, isn't he?
Not
No.
quite. He's almost there.
That's the
The
Is
big
that
one's
this
the
guy?
hobgoblin.
He's the hobgoblin?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, he looks around and he says in common, he says, I yield. It's pretty good common.
goblin that speaks.
Geillis, it's your turn.
Well, hobgoblin that speaks common, but yeah.
I'm gonna question him. Can he hear me from where I am?
Of course,
Yeah.
I have a good loud voice. What do you mean yield?
He gives up.
Yes, no, I know, but I'm asking him why. Why are you yielding?
Because he's outnumbered.
He kind of hasn't dropped his weapon yet. Doesn't feel comfortable enough to do that, I guess. He says, you have me. Outnumbered. 4-1.
Is he of any use to us?
It's not my decision. Roll insight.
This was 17.
17. Can't quite get a read on him.
Okay. Okay, so this crate has the kids in it, or that one?
The one closest to you,
The one
yeah.
closest,
Yes.
okay. I'm going to. Can I move again? Or no?
Yeah, you still have move action. Yeah,
Yeah.
30 feet.
So I'll just like come up here, just near the cage, just kind of inspect the children, see how they're doing.
They're alive.
They're alive.
You seem scared to death.
Yeah, not injured
But,
though.
Oh, you're not sure if they might have some cuts and bruises, but they don't look like they're cradling broken arms or any severe injuries.
Okay.
Roll medicine to be sure. Yeah.
8.
Is that you, right? Shit, is it like 9 o'clock? Oh my god. Okay, we're almost done. It'll only be about another 12 or 15 minutes. Wow, that time. Yeah, so what was your medicine check then?
I was 8.
8? Okay. Yeah, you're not quite sure if there's any major injuries and
Okay.
whatnot. They do seem to be conscious and just terrified.
Okay.
Okay, then the goblins. From behind here, hiding out of sight.
Oh, that's not good.
Geillis,
Yes.
you can feel something brush against your back, but all it seems to do is catch cloth.
Tim goes down in the heap again.
Oh, max damage
Stop
on
calling
you
him
again.
Tim! I'm getting insulted by the fact that you keep getting Frank's name wrong.
Frank falls over the crate, on top of it, chest first, with the
Bleeding all over the kids.
bleeding all over the kids as with a scimitar sticking out of his back.
Oh my word.
I'm gonna need therapy.
And,
This is why you don't get attached to Oscar.
Nonny, your turn.
So the children are now under Frank,
Under Frank.
who has just been.
Murdered.
Yeah, there's like a scimitar sticking out the front of them. They had to dodge out of the way, the scimitar sticking through the cage. You hear them scream.
I'm going back and I'm gonna smack that goblin.
You move out of range.
Oh yeah, right. Shit, that's a thing. Yeah,
You move out of range?
yeah,
Oh, he's going
Please
for
no.
that.
yeah, yeah,
Nonny,
yeah.
does your AC go up when you're raging?
Does my ace,
That's not delayed,
I
right?
don't think
No.
so.
Okay, then. That gets in just past your shoals as a longsword swipes at your back. You take 3 points of damage.
Bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage?
Flashing.
Oh, it's half for sure, yeah.
Okay.
And you move away successfully.
Yeah, yeah. I can clock that.
So you go there.
Yeah. With a 17.
Oh, 17 hits for sure.
7.
That's just enough. You smash another goblin on the head. He topples over and rolls 5 or 6 feet away. Frank rolls another death saving throw.
Technically, this is a start, a fresh start.
Yes, it is. And he kind of grasps at his chest, not really knowing what to do. As he's out, flopped over. Yeah.
Technically, he's unconscious, but
Yeah. And that's Frank, top of the list. Ravim.
well, he did not give up. He's no longer outnumbered. So, attempt to murderize. 20.
20 hits. Past his shield again.
For 9 damage.
9 points. As you catch him, right in the middle of the chest, right in the torso. Just gets past his shield. and you can feel him just kind of pulse and kind of just hesitate. What are you gonna do?
Technically, I don't have another attack to sell again.
No, this is all flavor.
I'm gonna kick him in the knee and sort of shove his face and pull the sword out.
Okay, as you do that,
Just sort of push him down.
you send him kind of off balance, and he goes to the left, falls to the left, and he smashes over this wooden crate that was, or this smashes onto this cage, and the metal bars give way as he falls to the ground, just breathing.
Next round, assuming there's nothing else nearby, I am gonna stab him.
Just for good measure.
And your turn is done, Ravim.
Yep.
Okay. And we're gonna go to Geillis.
Can I save stupid Frank again?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's heal Frank again.
Alright, you
Come
do
alive
that
now.
again. Roll. Did you just get honked at?
No. No, he's not that brave.
Okay. Yeah, you touch him, roll your D8 for the health. For the hit
Eight,
points.
sorry.
Yep.
And then what do I have? Anything?
Maybe plus your modifier is probably +2. So 7 would be good. So you kind of grab the sword, because this is going to require removing. And you remove the sword. He heals up. He breathes in again. Shakes his head. Looks around. People are still up and moving. Very nice. Geillis. And now it's the goblin's turn.
You're just waiting.
As the
Oh, I forgot about the one that
That's right,
Did I?
so-
Would I have moved to
No.
do that? No. Okay. 'Cause
You
this
can
guy's.
Craig's like, no, you don't have better range. Just stay where you are.
this one's going to
There's no need for you to move from your current location. Do not move.
Well, I would have had to move to touch him, or
This
if he's
one-
lying on the crate in front of me.
This one throws down his scimitar and turns to run away.
What?
Yep, that's what he does.
That means an attack of opportunity.
But he could have just like swiped him.
He could have, but perhaps he values his life over his death.
Over the children.
So,
So he bleeds.
Geillis, you are in higher initiative order. I'll get your attack of opportunity first if you'd like to take it.
Sure.
Ruin his life.
Yeah.
All 3 seconds of it.
Yeah. So that's plus my dex.
+2, so it's going to be +5.
5.
5?
5. I was a 3, so.
So it'd be a 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes high. He's shorter than you anticipated. Nonny.
Nice. Swings around with her frying pan as he's running away, and he runs face first into the frying pan. That's a 15 plus 6.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He ducks out of the way and catches the frying pan, and his head busts open on the frying pan. Very nice. So that guy goes down. Nonny. Frank gets up, breathes again, looks around, and
Dusts himself.
just stands there. Actually, he's going to second wind. That's what he's going to do. He's got a chance. Oh, he's back up to full health. Okay, just like that. So he's feeling good. Kind of brushing off the dust, stretching his muscles a little bit. Ravim.
Yeah, murderized the hobgoblin.
Roll insight, please. Should be good for you. Not insight, not your thing.
12. It is good, except when I don't roll above a 10.
As you get closer to try and aim it up to get your nice coup de grace, he lurches up and he swings the sword wide at you. He rolled a 20 for his death save. Just like happens. I love when it happens because it's always how someone always says, next turn I'm going to kill him. And he rolls the fucking 20 to set it up. And he rolled a 17 for his deception against your insight.
Yeah.
So as you're walking closer, he kind of rolls on his side like you've seen in countless movies and countless things, and he slices out against you. I didn't roll the attack yet, though. That's going to hit. He gets +3 to that. That's going to hit your AC so far. How do you roll the spells?
My AC is 16.
Okay, so he'll be hitting your AC right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I have to take it.
Alright. As you guys are watching on, not really catching what happened, I know he has not rolled above a 2 on the damage dice. He's rolled 1, 1, 1, and 2. But that's okay, it's only 3 points. Because he's on the ground, just the edge of the sword just catches your chin for 3 points. And he stands up.
How is he standing up on my turn?
Oh, that's right. He was holding his action to do that. My mistake. Yeah, you're right. Continue, please.
Well, seeing as I know he's not dead and he is prone.
Yes, advantage.
18.
18. Just pushes through his shield.
5 damage.
Oh yeah, 5. He was only there for 1 point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you catch him. Your rapier gets buried deep in the ground as it punches right through his chest and into the ground.
Stay dead this time.
I'm showing for the other guys quickly. Okay, the other 1, 2, all teens for the most part. The other goblins are still conscious, alive. The big guy, however, I don't think he's going to make it 3 death saves before. Yeah, okay. And there we have it.
Hi, I'm Heidi, and I play Geillis. If you enjoyed this episode, check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/deathneedsdialogue. Thanks for watching the Death Needs Dialogue Network. This has been The Depths of Fel'Than, Episode 6, Geillis. See you next time.